The Soul Stream has begun. Mortal Kombat Online and the Realm Kast live show, bringing you the latest news, thrilling interviews, and much more, all live and all in real time. And the best part, you can be part of the action. To join in on our conversation, you can join the chat wherever you want. YouTube, Twitch, we're in all of that. I'm your host, the Mortal Kombat FANTiM, and with me, as always, is my co-host, our lore master, Yani. Welcome, Yani.
Thank you, FANTiM, and also introducing our fifth Soulstream guest here by popular fan request, SonicHaXD. Welcome, Sonic.
Oh, I forgot to turn him on. Hold on a second. Sonic, where are you? There you are.
Thank the Elder Gods, you have released me.
What's up, Sonic?
Hi guys, it's an honor to be invited, and I'm very appreciative of being on this very special secret seventh realm known as the realm of Kast. It's a big honor. Very happy to be chatting with you guys.
Sonic, we're glad to have you on. This is our first time having you on the show, so I'm excited to see what we get into because. We watched your YouTube, we watched you on Combat Kings.
Oh, jeez. you see let's go. Well, thanks a lot for checking me out.
Well, FANTiM, you said that you're excited to see what we have in store, but to be honest, I'm excited to see what you have in store. You've told me to go in completely blind today. As far as I know, we just have a certain set of topics that you've given me to announce to everybody, but I don't know what else is happening other than that. So,
I mean, we got a lot of different news. And do you want to break it down or anything, Yanni, or should I
break
just
down what you've told me to break down? Then we'll see what happens from there.
Excited.
Yeah. Topics today include Ed Boon's consideration for Mortal Kombat 4 remake, the shutdown of the MK2 source code leak, secrets of MK11, Mortal Kombat references in HBO's. Sorry, spoiler, everybody, or The Last of Us. All while exploring, exciting fan theories and developments in the world of Mortal Kombat.
Yes. So, I guess we should we're just going to jump into everything because I got a lot of stuff. Oh, and Yanni, welcome back. I mean, we should address that we've been gone for it seems like 2 years, but it's been only a month.
Yeah, there's been a lot happening. We took a bit of a break. We did get back rolling with our last episode with Charles Marshall, Malibu comic writer and creator of Hydro. So if you haven't checked that out, guys, check it out. It's a really cool one. But yeah, we're back. Welcome back, FANTiM. And welcome back to everybody joining us in the chat as well.
I didn't know I was on a very special occasion for this live stream. The return of the Realm Kast. Yeah, it says your last time you did the live stream was with Larry Casanov's that live stream.
Yeah, that's right. That was our last live stream, and I got some follow-ups on that for everybody today. So I'm so excited. And we got the new studio. I call this Beans is a Layer because Beans is my pet. And yeah, we're back. We're live, and I guess let's start off with a little bit of fan mail. I received this in the mail, and I haven't opened it, and I've been dying to open this. So this came in from Just My Luck Shop, and let me show you what we got. I haven't even opened the package, so sorry, everybody, you're going to hear me tear into this.
I'm so glad you didn't tell me this arrived, because I would have been so excited until now, and I would have made you open it.
I've been sitting here with this in my studio, just waiting to showcase it. Yeah, Just My Luck Shop. They are an online. Well, I think I'm just gonna show you guys what they made for us.
Nice. The Realm Kast live stream is now the Realm Kast unboxing stream.
So they sent a little nice packaging. Says thank you. This is an unboxing, and I'm gonna stand up for this.
Whoa!
I see some spoilers.
Serious?
Oh,
that is awesome.
Yes, they sent over a custom Realm Kast rug, which is awesome.
That is amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is cool. So Just My Luck Shop. They make. Oh my gosh! Hold on. I had little panda chocolate cookies in here, like Japanese cookies. They said that
yes,
too.
we are
That's
live.
awesome.
Very
For
considerate.
everybody who's asking, we are live at the moment. This is not pre-recorded.
Yes, that's
So
right.
yeah, sorry,
Or is
Phantom,
it?
keep showing us. This is awesome. Or is it, right?
So yeah, this is what they do. They make custom rugs, and they made this one for us and sent it over. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit this in the studio. I love it. Also do. I was looking at their site and stuff. They do Japanese inspired infusers, and I was like, what does that mean? I went and looked at it, and they do like little ramen cups and stuff, and like things like it's like the steamer things for your room that girls love. So
Oh,
you gotta go for it.
I mean, I would not mind having one of those in my room. So stop generalizing, okay?
They're cool. So yeah, this is their site. You can check them out everywhere. They got TikTok. They got all social media. JustMyLuckShop.com or Just My Luck Shop on everything else. So have a look at them. Give them some support. It's small business, and as you can see, they do awesome work. Like I'm actually really, really excited. I've been dying to open this thing up, and I didn't want to make this an unboxing, but look at this.
That is super sick.
Just my luck.
That is very sick.
Wouldn't mind a second one.
So that's that. Yanni, what do we got next?
I mean, we got people joining the chat. So hi everybody. Hi Ichbahi. Hi James.
Hey, chat.
Hey everybody. Yeah, there we go. Got the comments up there. Let's say comics
Yeah.
again. Charles Marshall's and stuck in my head.
It's kind of cool. You can actually see chats from like everywhere, from YouTube, Facebook, and I think Twitch.
Yeah, that's right. So anywhere you join, you can leave chats, and we'll be able to respond to you guys. They'll start showing up on the screen now. I had to turn it off for a minute so I could show off our new Realm Kast rug.
Does Twitter show the chat?
Well? Twitter doesn't. Twitter doesn't have a chat for some reason, and so that all gets lost.
Oh, you guys are live streaming on Twitter too? Oh, okay, that's really cool.
Yep. And if you are like confused on what to do or where to follow us, just go to Mortal Kombat Online, and you guys can see everything there. So
see the live stream on Twitter now.
All right. So
I think we're even on we're streaming on Instagram, but that doesn't actually have comments either, does it? Just like Twitter.
What was that?
Does Instagram have live streaming too? Pretty sure it does, but just no comments.
Yeah, I don't think we're on Instagram like live. That's something we still haven't got figured out because it's weird.
See how long it's been? I've totally forgotten all this, everybody.
Yeah.
What have we got next? Mortal Kombat 4 remake. Ed Boon has been talking about how he's considered doing it in the past, and I'm a bit frustrated as to why we've not gotten it because of that.
Yeah, he recently put out a tweet talking about this, and I'll share it here on the screen so we can see. So there's amazing fan art made by Julio Khan. I'm assuming they're the ones that made this art. I don't know for sure, but and yeah, Ed Boon says, yeah, I've definitely considered this over the years as an MK4 remake poster. So yeah, like you said, why hasn't this been done? Okay, so I actually have thoughts on this. I think it kind of has been done if you consider MKX a MK4.
Oh, that's a cute way of saying it.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, they were trying to go down some of the similar paths of MK4 with MKX, and then MK11 they just did whatever they want.
I'm just gonna crush that theory of yours and say, did you see Reiko, Fujin, or Noob Saibot as playable?
Right.
Fujin did make it. Well, Fujin is in the cutscenes at least. Yeah. There's that.
That's true. That although that was just more of a kick in the teeth for me, including with Rain. But yeah,
should have got Reiko.
Actually, other than like the first, I don't. I'm not even. Oh, I guess I did. They have like remade the first 3 games. Have they done like HD ports of like other MK games?
None of them.
None got released officially, technically, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's we've talked to some of the guys that worked on some of the MKHD projects that never got an official release, and then there's like the Mugen community, which does their stuff, but yeah, there's not been an HD unless you count like the arcade versions, which aren't.
That's what I was thinking. The arcade
Yeah,
version.
yeah,
Does
that,
that?
Yeah,
that's
I
what
don't
I
an
know.
mean.
official
Yeah, because
release?
because MK like MK3 was MK Ultimate and whatnot. So, but what my question is sort of saying, because like do you think they would start with MK4 for a remake, or would they like choose another game? Because I'm not even too
Shaolin
sure if
Monks.
MK4 would be the most popular choice out of all of them.
Okay, okay. So wouldn't MK9 have been a remake of MK1 through 3? Like,
Yeah,
isn't
Hmm.
that an HD
I'll give you
remake?
that. I'll give you
That
that.
one is that one is very sort of kind of true.
But I mean, to answer your question specifically, I feel like Shaolin Monks would be the first one they do, if anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
A
if we
lot
ever
of people
got
want
it.
that one. Yeah.
I mean, Ed has been posting about that too in the past as well, saying how they wish they could do Shaolin Monks, and I'm pretty sure we've talked about this as well. That in his interview during the MK11 reveal, he said that they were interested in doing something different after Mortal Kombat 11 rather than just Mortal Kombat 12. It made it sound like he wanted to get into a different genre, maybe, you know, although
Mhm.
everything is
Yeah,
pointing
yeah.
towards MK12.
I kind of remember
Um,
that. Yeah, the different. He doesn't want like he's kind of hinting like NetherRealm Studios doesn't want to just be like a fighting game company. I remember that interview. Yeah.
I respect
yeah,
that as well.
yeah. I mean, like Shaolin Monks wasn't exactly a fighting game, so
Yeah, yeah.
they can do it well. James Draw in the chat says reboot. I'd say rather than the remake for I'm guessing for Mortal Kombat 9. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd agree.
it's yeah.
That's kind of true too. Yeah, because there are many changes based on the lore and stuff.
Right.
A few too many, but some good ones too. Smoke stays human.
Hey, that's right.
So you're condoning Cyber Sub-Zero? Is that what it is?
Hey, he got turned back canonically to human, which is amazing because we never got that with Smoke over the entirety of like a million games, and then within one game in like a comic rather than in a game itself, he gets turned back into a human. I'm like, okay, Smoke could have had that, but hey, we're here now.
Yeah.
True, true. I actually feel like because MK9 had human Smoke, I think throughout the years I've just been seeing many more people be like, we want Smoke to return, and specifically the human version of him. It's like, whereas in like before Midway, it's just like like you said, Cyber Smoke, pretty much.
Well,
I mean,
everybody wants Inara, like
Nenra.
the Inara.
Oh
Inara?
yeah, I
Inara?
guess after the arcade ending, because even then he did say his name in MKX too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
he's like, Smoke is dead. I'm a Nenra. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
I've personally always been a human Smoke fan. But Smoke is one of my favorite characters, and I was always disappointed with the fact that he just stayed cyberized for ages. But Deception kind of found a nice, cool balance between the two. It's sort of that smoky form, which I would say
Okay.
is an Enra form, if anything. I know it's nanobots really, but it still counted in my opinion.
oh, I didn't realize it was nanobots. I just thought it was like an evolution, kind of like they did with Reptile.
Bit of both. It was like an evolution of his cyber body with the smoke particles and yeah, something like that. I don't know. It worked out that way.
Is
That's
that the
cool.
one where he's like half Smoke, half Noob Saibot, the character?
Yes, exactly. The dual
Okay,
character.
yeah, that was an interesting choice. Now that I think about it, yeah.
So let's see what else we got. Did you guys see the Mortal Kombat 2 source code leaks this week? Or it was last week, a few weeks ago? Oh, it was
I
last
think
month.
so.
Oh
I
my
think I've
gosh.
seen a couple of these.
You just went from last week to a few weeks ago to last month.
I know. I'm used to doing this monthly, and now it's like we've had such a long hiatus for not that long, but kind of long. Yeah. So Mortal Kombat 2 source code got leaked, and people like data miners started diving into it and pulling out cool stuff like this, which is awesome. It's an alternate ending for Shang Tsung, like alternate art for it, and you can see Shang Tsung walking into the portal in the background there.
Ooh.
And then let's see. I think there was a few other things. They're obviously not in this article, but Warner Brothers were quick to jump on that and completely shut everything down. So there's still some leak or some footage of it. A couple, like the data miners still have it on their computers and stuff like that. So there's still some stuff kind of coming out about it, and there's some extra sprites that were used for the game that didn't make it into the game.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so like you can see some cool like if these sprites had made it in the game, it would have given the characters more of a 3D look to them because of how they're doing like turns and stuff like that. Which would have been cool to see in Mortal Kombat 2. You would have been like a rotation effect, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
So-
I mean, that must have been where they were drawing the line in terms of the size of the game, because the memory wouldn't have been able to handle it.
Exactly.
Capacity, rather. Yeah.
True. I wonder if that technology was brought into the mythologies, because isn't that like
Yeah.
a fighting game style, but like platformer? Yeah.
I hardly
You
played
could turn
mythologies.
in mythologies, yeah.
Could you? Okay, so
Mhm.
yeah, it would have been similar to that, I think. I'm surprised they didn't incorporate it more into Mortal Kombat 3 with I mean they still had a little bit of that kind of effect to it, but it wasn't as detailed as they were trying with Mortal Kombat 2 in these data leaks.
MK3
okay.
was perfect in its execution, so I'm glad they didn't do that.
Perfection.
All right. And then next up, I mean, by the way, guys, if you have any comments on this stuff in the chat too, like I'm curious to hear what everybody thinks about this stuff because it's interesting.
And we will get to
People
the
are
sort of
still
the
loving
roster
smoke in the
picker
chat
later.
as I see.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much smoke love going on right now.
Indeed.
So let's see. Besides the leak this week in news, one of our previous Realm Kast guests actually discovered something pretty cool. Brusque Poet was going through and playing Mortal Kombat Deception, and he found this cool little thing that happens if you keep kicking Onaga. So like, I fast forward 24 seconds in this video because he's been kicking him for 24 seconds straight, just so you guys can hear it. All right, so let me play this for you. Did you catch it?
No, there's no sound for some
playing.
reason.
Yeah, there was no audio.
No.
But there was earlier.
Weird. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. No. Let's see.
Did you not pay for Discord Nitro? That was I can't capture screen with the audio.
Hold on, I'll pull it up on a different screen. Give me just a second.
I actually remember seeing that clip. I didn't even know that was Brusque Poet. That was actually pretty cool. If he's the one who discovered it.
I didn't know it was him either. And like, I saw news on it, and I pulled it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is Brusque."
I mean, with, like, full respect to Brusque Poet, like, who else would kick Onaga for 40-something seconds? Good job.
In his lair, he goes to every arcade version of MK, just kicking with every character. What might happen? Finally, it happens.
This is where he doesn't tell everybody that he actually, this was his fourth character that he was kicking Onaga with. But it just happened to be Scorpion.
Yeah, he's definitely done it with every character. All right, let me give this a try.
Make the sound yourselves.
All right, here we go.
Works. There we go.
Yes, there's audio.
You caught it?
That's amazing.
So, yeah, Onaga yells out,
That's
"No
so
kicking."
Cool. Can you imagine whoever put that in the game? Like, waiting
all
these years for somebody to figure it out?
Yeah.
Props to that random one person who decided, I gotta do this,
Just waiting all these years for Brusque Poet to figure that one out.
Did you figure this out, or did you get a hint? If you watch this, please let us know, because that is so random to discover.
All right. And then the next clip I got for you guys. This is about the auction. Yanni, do you want to talk about the auction for a second while I pull this up?
So our last Soul stream, as mentioned by Sonic, was with Larry Kasanoff, who has basically had a hand in producing pretty much every piece of. Is it just live action? I'm not sure if Defenders counts too, but everything MK pretty much. And he
live action wise, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, live action wise, at least for sure. Conquest, the MK movies, including the latest one, and
music.
Sorry,
the music. He produced all the music too.
Yeah, the music too. Exactly. So
that's right.
Larry is, quite well known in the community, and he joined us for a Soul stream where we were sort of giving information on the Mortal Kombat movie auction.
Yeah, so there were a couple different people who won stuff from the auction that are like, part of the Mortal Kombat community that make YouTube videos, and I got one for you.
Woo! I was
So-
just about to ask, did you guys receive that?
Oh no, man, I got a video for you.
I was like, wait, hold up.
okay,
Did you get one too? Is this a surprise?
No. I couldn't catch the live stream, but I know the auction stuff. That was really cool. See
So-
the movie stuff.
Here's Uncaged Game opening up one of his, which I think is pretty cool to share.
Hey.
Oh snap! Oh snap! All right, move box. Okay, we got it. We got it right here. Again, they told me to be very gentle. Oh my god!
my God,
You
that's
guys
what I
gotta see
think it
it
is?
so far. You gotta see this. I gotta be careful here.
Oh my
This is
gosh,
a giant
Kung Lao's
pizza.
hat.
Oh, that's a good guess. So he wasn't in the movie. It's all movie
Oh, I
stuff.
think I know what this is now. Oh my gosh, that's actually super sick.
Oh my god! Look at this! Would you just look at it? Holy
Yep, it is what I thought it
moly.
was. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Wow! This is crazy! This was used to kill Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 1995. It's burned from Scorpionus himself. The back, there's some straps here so you can
cool.
put your hand.
That makes sense why
This
you can
one
hold it
I'll
up
just
in the
use to
movie
hang
now.
up. I'm gonna probably keep
Yeah.
this so I can hang.
So yeah, Uncaged got the Scorpion shield from Mortal Kombat.
That is so sick. Yeah,
I thought
he
that.
now has the Scorpion Shield in the '95 movie, and he also has a signed by the Johnny Cage actor photo of when he fell on the ground in the movie too.
Really? I didn't know he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that. That's cool.
He had
Like
he had a
the-
whole video about that too.
The one from the movie, or does he have the one from?
So he got a picture of the exact same picture, and he went to like a convention to get. How did I forget the actor who played Johnny Cage?
Lyndon Ashby?
Yes, he went to go and get Lyndon Ashby's like signing on it, and they wrote the exact same things in the movie.
That's cool. Okay, hold on. I got another video for you guys. Uh-oh. There's no audio?
Well,
Wait, this one's... Oh, it's not even showing.
nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
on the
It's still
screen.
you're
I
still on the
was thinking,
Uncaged
what?
on the screen.
Okay, here we go. There we go. It should fix it.
The thing about Uncaged Games, he thinks he's special because he got the shield,
Oh my god.
Scorpion's
You
shield.
did not.
But I think
Drama.
I got something that might be a little bit better or equally as good. So
Damn.
let's have a look and see what I got.
You did not.
Look at this.
Oh,
It's huge. It is so
that is
big.
very big.
It
This
is
is just
so
an
big.
unboxing video.
I don't even know if I'm in the picture with this thing.
This
This
whole
thing
stream
is so
is
big.
unboxing.
I need a knife. I wish I had like that Kano knife, and I could be like, ear to ear, and I could do that to the box. But I got a knife. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't come after me for this. So this thing is packaged so well. I've already looked and seen what I got, and I'm gonna reveal it to you. It looks like Larry and his team really understood how valuable this is to us as Mortal Kombat fans, so they took really good care of it when they sent it over. Are you ready? I told you.
Wait a
it's
second.
either
Yep.
equal or greater value to what Uncaged got. This is the shield from Mortal Kombat 1995, the same shield that was used to kill Scorpion. I mean, Uncaged thinks he's so special because he got the burnt one. Look at this thing. It's in perfect condition almost. A couple of little spikes are a little bit damaged, but this thing wasn't set on
Adds
fire.
the value.
I don't know
Adds the
why
value.
Uncaged is so excited about the one he got because this is so much better. So on the back, it's got a little hook. You can hang it up, and it's got the two leather straps here. You can use that to actually wear it into fighting wraiths or something. But this is it. This is the shield. Mortal Kombat 1995. It's mine.
Hey,
you serious?
congratulations.
Yes, I am. I have.
Oh my
the shield.
god.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so they made two different shields. One they used to set on fire, and then one they used for like all the other scenes. And Uncaged got the fire shield, and I got the non-fire shield.
Oh, that
That is so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Johnny
this
Cage
is-
needs that variant now. Like that's gotta be that's gotta be one
yeah,
of the
no,
variants.
really. So surprise.
Wow.
I just I just caught up
That's really
Uncaged
cool. That's really cool.
on our show. Which...
I did not see that coming.
Now how I see someone else says Kung Lao Butts Hao. Yeah,
It
I
does
see
look
that.
like a muscle version, doesn't it?
I made that same joke in my own video too. So like when he's like blocking the fire, it's like you just hear like Kung Lao like throw like a speech line for him in my own video too.
Like for real though, we do love Uncaged. He's been on the show before. We met him in person. He's a nice guy.
Ooh.
But I got the better shield. Just saying that right now.
I want to say shots fired.
Why do you?
I want to make a small confession here. So like when FANTiM, when you like when you just showed the video, just then it took me about 5 seconds, being like, oh, he's showing another person like getting their auction item. That's very cool. Oh, it's FANTiM. Oh, right. It was like, oh wait, yeah, that's FANTiM. Okay.
That's actually FANTiM's twin.
Yeah.
That is the FANTiM this time.
Well, just before we move on, FANTiM, I got a comment.
Yeah.
I love the shirt, Sonic.
Oh,
I can't see it. Oh my
It's so
god!
bad.
It's on his
It's
shot.
so good.
it's
okay.
yeah.
Sonic, you might as well shout out your shop for everybody. So
Oh
they
my
know where to
gosh,
find him.
I'm so blushing. But yeah, like basically like last year, I kind of like I was like just in a bit of a rush. I was thinking, I want to sell some T-shirts, so I like designed a couple of them, and I will be. I kind of did like a bit of a advertisement promo like last November, but I'll be doing it again when I upload my new video that's coming out very very soon. So, but yeah, like one of them is the KK in a wheelchair T-shirt, which is somehow my biggest meme on my own channel, which it just kind of came because I made a sort of a rap about Kotal Khan, and I just said KK in a wheelchair because he gets his back broken, and just the meme hasn't died after like 3 years, so I decided turn it into a T-shirt. Actually, kind of hit it behind here, but I also one of the things I have in my collection here is an actual KK in a wheelchair.
I'm so glad I came up before I took a drink.
The story behind this is like we were kind of like cleaning our house, and my dad was like, "Oh, check it out! You have a Professor Xavier's like wheelchair here," and I was like, I should buy a Kotal Khan figure for some reason, and it actually fits quite well with that. I'm very impressed.
It looked
with
like it came with it.
Yeah, it's necessary.
So I basically whenever I record like any like video or like podcast like this angle, you usually just see the KK in a wheelchair in the background, or the reptile one here that I always have too. Good show that later.
I saw the KK in a wheelchair in one of the background one of your videos, and I had like second glance. I was like, did I just see that?
Kotal can't. I like it.
I love that. Yeah, just like Kotal can't.
So bad, guys. So bad.
All right. So next up, did you guys see? There's so much Mortal Kombat 4 news this week. Somebody went through and remade the Katana Melina ending in Unreal Engine 5 for Mortal Kombat 4.
This channel's been doing it for a few of the endings. It's not just these two, right?
Oh yeah, they've done a lot. The channel name for anybody who wants to follow them, it is Darko Sabutin, and Yeah, I don't know if I can play the whole thing because
Just play a little bit of it, but don't show the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
we don't want to get spoiled by it. We don't want spoilers here.
no spoilers. This is his best work yet, in my opinion. He's been put.
Are
like you
they
said,
the
he's been putting this out for a while.
are they the people who did the Sonya and like
Yes.
Jarek
Jax
ending?
one?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, this one's gorgeous.
Kitana.
Just leave it.
Models are really good.
I want your status.
Yeah, let's stop here.
I want to be prince.
That's really cool, though. Oh, I just feel bad, like the guys made a video and then we're just gonna show the entire video. It feels unfair, but that looks amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That is so good.
The eyes are a bit trippy for me, but at the same time, I kind of love them.
I love the outfits as well.
Yeah. Well,
recreations of them.
He's great. So anybody who wants to check it out, please do. We'll try to put it up in the show notes for Mortal Kombat online, so you guys can find all the links that we've been sharing today.
Oh, Dave, we know this guy from like the first one. We were just this is the latest video that's come out, so we're sharing that. I just wasn't sure if this was the same guy who's done the other endings or not, but judging by the style, yes, makes perfect sense.
So yeah, awesome stuff. Check it out, and I kind of want to get through all this different new stuff as quickly as possible because we have plans today.
We have plans.
Ooh, fun stuff.
All right, so let me see what else we got up on the board. Oh, okay. Do you guys know who Aaron Davis is?
I'm assuming one of the designers in MK, well, just MK, but I'm assuming 11, judging by that tweet.
Yes, he's NRS's senior designer, and
I was gonna guess like
Disney
one of the
Media.
original.
There we go. I know him by the handle, not by his name. Surprisingly.
Oh, Disney.
Ah.
All right, so Katana Prime asked him, "Did you ever witness the potential find?" Like they're talking about this. There's everybody keeps teasing that there's still stuff in Mortal Kombat 11 that nobody's found, and everyone we get a little bit closer to maybe finding something, and then nobody ever knows what they found. So he went ahead and tweeted out, "Not from what I've seen. I guess it's been a long enough. I'll give another hint. This one is a big one. It is done with Aaron Black. Furthermore, it only involves him. Doesn't need any special stage or opponent." So there's a lot of guesses that maybe it's Aaron Black brutality, or I don't know, or like a lot of people still guess stage fatality, but he says it doesn't involve a special stage or opponent. So it's Aaron Black related, and I don't know. I don't know what it could be like if it's not a fatality. And I don't know why would this be special, because there's so many brutalities that keep kind of were kept getting added to the game that like there's just an overabundance of brutalities. So
this could be special just purely because all the brutalities that are added to the game are actually in the move list, but this could be one that's not in the move list, or it might not be a brutality at all. It could be a special dialogue that he says for when he does something, a special animation or something.
That's a good point. Yeah. So maybe it is.
Is this something like in the game, or is this like something that maybe could be in the trailers or like sketch from behind the scenes shenanigans?
I assume in the game itself, because judging by what he's written, furthermore, it only involves him. Doesn't need any special stage or opponent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes it sound like
The
it's
only thing-
gameplay based.
Yeah, the only thing I remember that I've heard about Aaron Black recently was about how like the wanted posters I think aren't like the same as like some of how the characters actually look, or like have a different design. I think I heard about this recently. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, like the designs aren't from in-game graphics. It's like they sketch them out just for those posters. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. I remember hearing about that. It's like you can see like Gears with the beard and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and like Kotal with a wheelchair and stuff like that.
But that's a bit of old news. But yeah, This should be an interesting little. What do they call those? Witch hunts? I guess I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it keeps people interested in Mortal Kombat 11. Like we keep coming back to it to try to find stuff, or some of us do, and some of us are still playing Mortal Kombat X. But
or trilogy.
Yeah, trilogy.
Or Shaolin monks. Oops.
I've been playing MK versus DC recently, so there's that.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay, it's not recently, but I made a video about it. That's why I went back and played that whole game.
Oh, okay. For research, yeah.
It's
That's
such a bad
Yeah,
rap,
yeah.
but it's actually not that bad.
Oh,
in my opinion.
It's a
I loved
gem. It's a bit of a gem, a hidden gem, I will say.
Everybody hated it, but I didn't mind not having full fatalities in it, and I enjoyed playing it because it kind of added new mechanics to the game. I liked it. That's just
That
my
is one
opinion.
thing, yeah.
Now send your hate mail
Final
Johnny
3D MK game that we got to have.
Yeah, right. All right. And then do you guys watch Last of Us, or have you been watching Last of Us?
I've been following it like very, very thoroughly.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
I haven't seen the newest episode, so don't spoil it. But
episode 4. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
Stick to
but episode
episode 3,
2,
okay.
you know, everybody was talking about it on all social medias, so we might as well mention it. There's a Last of Us Easter egg in Last of Us, but it's not really. It's just a dialogue, but it involves Mortal Kombat. I think we can move on. No, sorry, Yanni. What do you want to say?
You're just scared somebody's gonna spoil it for you. Don't worry. I will be. You know how I am with spoilers.
Vague. This is like. Oh, wait, I got a question. Have you played through the original Last of Us game,
Yes.
or do you know anything about that? Oh, then yeah, this is not too bad of a spoiler in my opinion.
FANTiM, have you?
No, I didn't play it. Well,
man.
Because when it hit my radar when Last of Us 2 came out, and then
How was it not
everybody's
on your
like,
radar prior.
I only play Mortal Kombat ever.
Fair
That's all I play. Mortal Kombat trilogy.
Only game I play.
Yeah. But like, you know, so when it came out, or when it got on my radar, Last of Us 2 came out, and everybody's like, Last of Us 2 is like, they were just so mad at it, and I was like, okay, well, and they spoiled Last of Us 1 with talking about Last of Us 2, so I was like, do I really want to
just in case anybody's not seen it? But I mean,
the exact same thing happened with my brother too. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm enjoying the show," but like I just saw like a random rant on Facebook that just like first line like, "Pow!" Big spoiler. It's just like, wow, really?
Yeah.
So. Oh,
No,
sorry.
no,
Triple X Gaming, where we are talking about the HBO show right now, actually. So we're talking about the
yep.
MK Easter egg with. How much detail can I go into it?
I mean, it's not even Easter. It's I'm gonna say it.
Oh,
they said,
it's
there's a Mortal Kombat game in the show. That's it.
It's literally an arcade machine.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
somehow Ellie knows about it, even though she wouldn't have really had a chance to play it. But I don't even mind. Like,
I guess
nitpicky.
Is that a plot hole?
Okay, I'll defend it a little bit because the same kind of thing happened in the game too. It's just like Joe and Ellie will be walking around, and Ellie will walk up to like an arcade machine and be like, "Oh, this is like the blah 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 like machine," and like she'll talk about like some cool things about it too. Like they kind of explain why she knows it in the future, but
they do.
But it wasn't Mortal Kombat in the game. It was a made up game in the Last of Us game. But in the TV show, they're like, Melina.
Is it because
when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, it's cute. That's a cute little Easter egg there."
Is it because she goes to school and like that's what Future School talks about? And
they teach people how to eat people like Melina. Yes.
Okay, that worked.
I'm gonna say this because the show has been doing a very, very different like job of like explaining or giving more details about these sort of things. I have a feeling they'll explain this, and so, but it might be spoiler. Wait, which one of you two have played the games again?
Yanni has, but I'm not going to play it.
I think they're gonna explain it from the DLC story.
Yeah, most likely.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I think.
That would probably be how they explain this. Yeah, but the best part about all of this is that it means that we have Ellie as a Melina stan in
Yes, yeah. I think Ed Boon even tweeted about it and mentioned that
He
Ellie
did,
was,
yeah.
yeah. So we got that.
I forgot. Like, I think I saw a tweet that was like, if Mortal Kombat is in the Last of Us universe, then they would have only gone up to like Deception or something, because 2003 was when the outbreak happens. So
Oh,
yeah.
MK stops there in their universe, basically.
that's a great point. All right, let me
Actually,
see what else.
I did read something about that. When did Return of the King come out? Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Because I
very
remember
similar
I read
time,
a comment saying that if this has taken place in the year that it's supposed to have taken place, and I feel so bad for everybody in that world because they did not get to experience the Return of the King.
right when the last two
And it's
movies
like, of all
happened.
All right, so do you guys remember, or Sonic? I don't know. Did you did you listen to our episode where we talked with Casper Van Dien or with Garrett Warren, the director from Mortal Kombat Generations, Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 3?
Casper. Okay. I know, and mainly it's because I actually haven't like had the opportunity to check out those TV shows yet.
Oh, you haven't watched Legacy? All right.
I've only seen one episode. That's it. So I actually haven't really like gone down that rabbit hole. So but that's a thing for a day eventually.
Yeah, that definitely deserves. I think you'll make a whole video off of it once you watch it.
I will say though, from what I've heard, many people who talk about it just look me in the eyes and just be like, probably don't want to go down that rabbit hole, or like save yourself the hassle or something like that. Oh, at least for Legacy. I think I've heard a bit better stuff about Conquest, I think.
So I love Conquest with a passion, and I also really enjoyed Legacy. But at the same time, I do understand why people who don't like it because it's a lot more grounded. Which I mean, I would have preferred it was more fantastical, more Mortal Kombat. But at the same time, it's still a really cool adaptation. So I generally recommend all Mortal Kombat fans to check it out, regardless.
Okay.
Because it's fun. And man, there are some sick episodes, and they really do some cool stuff with the characters.
Okay. Conquest is the older one, right? Like
yes.
Okay, yeah. That one I've heard a bit more people are like fan of that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Watch it.
My priorities would be probably like Conquest and then Legacy, but even ahead of Conquest, I think I'm gonna like watch like Defenders of the Realms first. I think that's like my priority of the list. Yeah.
Okay, before you watch Defenders of the Realm, go back and watch Mortal Kombat 1995 and even Annihilation, because we talked. Yeah, it's like it's a continuation of those movies, and ties it into.
I see. Of course, I've seen both masterpieces, and the 95 movie is awesome, and I think the Annihilation movie is like the best movie I've ever seen. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a great
with Annihilation. What an experience. I actually just recently watched it because my friend like was asking me, what's the best like worst movie you've ever seen, like the so bad it's so good kind of movie, and we watched The Room before, and I was just like, I like The Room and all, but I think Annihilation takes the cake. So like this January for a birthday party, they're not MK fans. I sat them down to watch like the 95 movie and Annihilation like back to back for a very, very interesting experience.
The chat really seems to have opinions on these things that we're talking about. Pictagious Dave Savage says that the Raiden episode is the worst one of all, while MK Nash says that Hydro fight scene was the chef's kiss, and I agree.
Which show is this now? I'm not even too sure when this happens, and like because we mentioned 3 shows, I don't know which
exactly. We're not even going to tell you. You just got to figure it out.
Yeah. Hydro is such a like a character that I have no knowledge of, but like every time it's mentioned, it's like, oh, that's a cool like water ninja kind of thing. I wonder where he's from. Always
Oh,
mentioned, but not too sure.
Comics.
well, and then you got our last
Comics.
episode of
Okay,
Charles
yeah.
Marshall. Yeah,
If-
he talks
so
about how he made it. It was like, yeah, it was just like I need somebody to kill, so
Cool,
I
cool.
made fan favorite Hydro.
And
All
I
right,
mean,
so
just on that note, like for those of
Mhm.
you who haven't checked out that episode, it pretty much sort of led to characters like Fujin, Rain, etc., etc. This is all related, so it's a really cool backstory behind these characters, which has then led to the roster we have today. Highly recommend it.
Cool.
Okay, so recently we sat down, we've talked with different people from the third season of Mortal Kombat Legacy, which was never released, Mortal Kombat Generations.
Ah.
And we've kind of like gone into it, given as much information we can about it, and there's even a leaked version of it floating out on the internet.
Raw footage.
And yeah, it's all raw, not edited, or not like no
Interesting.
graphics added to it.
Also, we did have right before we recorded with Casper Van Dien, he was kind enough to post a few behind the scenes pictures actually,
hmm
like for the episode, which was really cool of him. It looked
That's so
awesome,
nice.
man. The costumes were really cool.
Oh yeah, so for the third season, they try to go with more traditional or like more video game related comic or costumes. So it looks awesome. But then other people are like, well, it looks like cosplay. And I'm like, well,
That's what you want.
yeah, they're wearing it. They're wearing the actual outfit.
I'll never understand that train of thought, honestly, because you'll get people complaining that the characters don't look like their characters that they're supposed to look like, and that the cosplayers do it better. But then when they dress up like the characters, they say, "Oh, it looks like a cosplay."
hmm
Which one is it? I want them to look as accurate as possible, or at least to have the essence of that character. And what they did with Generations, as far as I could tell, on the money.
So recently on Twitter, Vitally, I don't know how he pronounces it, but Mortal Kombat World tweeted out sharing some of Kyle McLean, who was the stunt double for Johnny Cage, sharing some of his behind the scenes pictures and footage. And let's see what we got here. First of all, he's got a photo from that leaked footage that's out there, but it's Johnny Cage. Yeah, exactly. And this whole scene is actually leaked out there on the internet, so people could probably find it if they're looking for it. But
what is he fighting?
Ferrator, MKX.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay. I see that
now. And then what I thought was cool is he did this video, which is the fight scene between Kano and Johnny Cage, or what it would have been. And this is all from the stunt double, their choreography sessions and stuff like that. But this could have been Mortal Kombat Legacy
really cool.
3. Like, I am so mad that we never got to see this in real life. So, yeah, it speaks for itself, and I love that somebody added the actual effects to it, as it would have been if it had gone.
Oh, was there no effects on the original, or?
So I mean, this was just from their choreography sessions. This isn't actually how it would have ended up in the movie, because he's one of Casper Van Dien's stunt doubles who would do all the Johnny Cage stunts. But the storyline for this third season was that Johnny Cage was basically going to go on a rescue mission, and this is all stuff that we kind of pieced together from our Realm Kast episodes. But he's going on a rescue mission to save Cassie. Yanni, correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yes, as far as we could tell from the raw footage, as well as what we've been sort of able to piece together from the information that we've been given, that was the idea. Johnny Cage is trying to rescue Cassie and I think Jackie, who must not be named, who get captured by Kano, or the Black Dragon, I'm assuming, just as a whole. And seems like he's putting together fighters in a way similarly to how you'd expect from just general Mortal Kombat story, really. So But the mission
Yeah.
one makes the most sense, and that was actually sick, by the way. That X-ray that I just saw.
Oh yeah, the X-ray.
But yeah, so then in the story too, wasn't just him going on this mission, but like in the footage that was released or leaked out, you actually got to see. It kind of ends with him being like, "Wait, who has my daughter?" And they're like, "Kano," and then you're like, "Oh," and then that's all that has been out until now. So the fact that the Johnny Cage Kano fight scene is out there in this footage is very exciting because it's
Yeah,
basically
that was actually really cool.
yeah, it's the end of the movie almost. So spoiler alert for something that never got released.
I still think everybody needs to push and make that release happen. If the fans
want it.
really came together and just started pushing for it, it's there. It's sitting there. It's complete. That we have raw footage, sure, but the full completed footage is there.
So should we start like a petition, like
Yeah.
change.org?
Although I feel like petitions get way less movement than actual just the fans coming together, retweeting, etc., etc. But then again, a petition allows for that to happen. So put this all together, and hey.
Speaking of petitions,
Ooh, very
you
nice.
guys want?
That was a great transition there. Very smooth.
All right, Arcade 1UP. It has Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 cabinets made. There has never been a Mortal Kombat 4 cabinet. There's never actually been a good emulation of Mortal Kombat 4. So you guys might have seen all this different talk, like free MK4, like all over Twitter and stuff like that. This is what it's about. They're pushing to get and not just an Arcade 1UP cabinet of Mortal Kombat 4, but a better emulator of it, because even like the bootleg ones on the internet and stuff, they have issues with them. They pulled them from faulty ROM chips or something. So
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you. Every time I see this arcade machine
I knew
picture,
Wait, you got a meme you need to share?
I'm sending it to you now on the chat for the thing.
I'll sign this petition just to get that face on that.
Put this up on the stream, FANTiM, please. This is
Okay.
what I think
Yes,
about every single
Daily
time.
takes a Quan Chi from the MK4 arcade cabinet. Yes, it's
One of the
Daily.
best Twitter
It's so
accounts.
good. It's so good.
You know what's funny is when you're talking about this news, I thought for a second like, wait, what are you talking about? I thought the Quan Chi cabinet exists, or how can this Twitter channel like exist? I was like, oh, okay, now it kind of makes more sense.
So he just posted every day. He has memes on here and stuff too, doesn't he?
No, it's literally just Quan Chi.
Oh, it's just the cabinet every day.
It's just the cabinet every single day from
Just the
I
cabinet.
don't even know when. It's so good. I mean, he does do like occasional retweets and stuff, and some memes, yes. But man, it's 99% of this is just daily pictures of Quan Chi on the arcade cabinet.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, look, he's peeking out at everybody.
I forgot if he reposts like memes with it sometimes too, and I do like seeing those.
All right, so yeah, so for those who are wondering what the free MK4 thing is, that's what it is. And if you guys want, there's a petition. You can just search on Twitter for the hashtag free MK4 and you'll find it, or look it up on change.org, because yeah, I actually do want to see that get made. So
I just want the Quan Chi picture somewhere official.
we got a question here from Triple X Gaming.
Were
Do
you
you
about to say
think Mortal
Triple
Kombat
XXX Gaming?
Triple XXX. Do you think Mortal Kombat works better in animation or live action?
Ooh,
what do you guys think?
Interesting. I like to hear your takes on this.
So I say it could work very well as both, and I feel like the games have managed to find that beautiful balance of making it, a game, but it looks so lifelike, right? And that's one of the things that Mortal Kombat's kind of always had to it. So digitizing the actual people and putting them in the game, so as sprites. So for me, Mortal Kombat makes more sense to have a balance of the two rather than animated or live action. But if you're asking with regards to shows and movies and stuff, both. I'm gonna cheat.
Yeah,
I'm also
yeah.
gonna cheat because the more MK content we get, the better. The more happy I am with it. But if you're gonna have live action, then it needs a greater budget. So at that point, it's just whether or not the company in charge, WB, are going to put that budget for the actual project itself. And judging by the games selling, well, yeah, like how much the game has sold, it was the top seller in the year it released. You'd expect more of a budget, so I think it could work as both. Honestly, if you're trying to go for accuracy, animation. If you're trying to go for just what looks really cool, which could still fit, live action. That's my cop out answer.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like that's literally how I feel too. I don't want to necessarily just take the examples of what we have currently, but when I think of live actions, I think probably you can get more. I think mostly people would like watch live action, so there's that aspect of it, an advantage. But also for me, if I watch the live action MK, I'm there for the martial arts stuff. Like I'm there for like the kung fu martial art, like filming shenanigans and that kind of stuff. Whereas if I want like the crazy way out of their like attacks and like just boom boom pow, I think animation could convey that like a lot better. So it's like it really is like both in a way, yeah.
I disagree.
Ooh, which one? What's your pick?
All right, so
Yes.
okay, Mortal Kombat. It's a video game that was built around realism and then added like cheekiness and stuff to it. And I think it works really well as live action if they do it correctly. And I think that's how it should be. So for example, everybody was so excited about the new Mortal Kombat movie because of the casting, because we had actual martial artists that had been in these different series like Into the Badlands, The Raid, and stuff like that. And so that built up that hype for it because we were like, we're gonna get the live action that we kind of want to see. And then Mortal Kombat 1995, in my opinion, is the most perfect adaptation of a video game movie that we've ever had. And so and that's because you had these teams that put together these martial artists that aren't necessarily movie stars, like they're not well known, but they were putting it together and trying to do live action martial arts performances on screen, as well as adding a lot of that cheekiness and like funny stuff that Mortal Kombat is known for. So I think it works best as live action if they do it right, which they kind of stop doing it right and they kind of focus on other things. I would love to see a TV show, MK Nash 8 saying the same thing, and Netflix adaptation. Something like that would be awesome.
I think if the question was, would you rather see a movie or a TV show? I vote for TV show because so much lore, like not easy to fit into a movie, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah, we've been saying that for a very long time. We're so excited for the movies and everything. We enjoy them. Yes, not everything's done completely accurately. Some things you're unhappy with, but a lot of things you are happy with too. But honestly, if it was a series, I feel like they'd have so much more to work with and would be able to fit so much more into there as well. So everybody could actually properly enjoy it without it feeling rushed. Because a lot of the times what I've noticed with movies is that it'll take its time setting up and everything, and then boom, 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 boom. Suddenly, like it all just feels rushed and you don't know what's happened. It's just like, okay, this had to take place. Why? Oh, because of this. Okay, but how did it happen? Well, the execution wasn't perfect there. And if you had a series, you could actually take your time with it and properly set it up, etc., etc.
Yep.
I agree. All right, so
that's why I would love to see the supposedly canceled like Legend shorts that I heard about before, or like they wanted to make just like short 5-minute like character clips of like the Legend characters and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I love everything that WB's doing with the animation scene right now with them, like what Jeremy Adams has done, how that has kind of evolved into these like Mortal Kombat content, basically. Keep giving it to
Actually,
me.
it's
But,
stories. Yeah.
yeah. But I would look. I want to see more live action stuff. Okay, so now it's time to actually to fight. Because
Oh, it's gonna.
all right.
I wasn't
So
expecting this much.
what we're doing today, that wraps up all of our news. So let's kind of jump into the next segment, which we
A
are
lot of
going
people
to
seem
be.
very interested in. Everybody's been dropping their roster picks.
Oh, I noticed that at the beginning. Yeah, there were so many at the beginning. Okay, Mortal Kombat 12. We all have our favorites. We all have the people we hate. I think we need to develop the perfect roster. So
Oh.
I was looking at some of the older games. Mortal Kombat 11 ended up having 37 characters. Mortal Kombat X before that had 33. Mortal Kombat 9 had 31 or 32, depending where you're playing it. So you've always gotten an average of, like, since Mortal Kombat 9, we've gotten 30 to 37 characters, and it's kind of increased every time. Now,
But you also have to address the fact that you have the base characters and then the DLC characters too.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so that would be the total amount of characters each. So it was like 32, 33, then 37 was the latest one.
Mhm.
And with Mortal Kombat 11, you didn't just have 37 characters. You also had 3 variations, or was it 2 variations? And you could kind of customize it.
3 variations
And
plus customization.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah,
MKX, I would argue, actually had true variations instead.
right. So you're
Yeah.
actually getting like 99 characters in 104. Wait, something like that.
I wouldn't say that. Don't give them like this to work with. To say, oh, we gave you 100
Come on,
characters.
don't you
No,
remember-
you did not. Do not give
Don't you
them
remember
that.
Jade and MKX? The one where Katana can actually use her staff, or when Melina, before she was announced, she was in Katana already because the size.
Yeah. That's how I
It's
saw.
2-in-1.
Yeah, that's how I saw it when we got 11. I was like, all right, well, we're not gonna get Melina because we already got her. It's right here. It's Katana.
Yeah.
I love that everybody got proven wrong with that.
Okay, so we're gonna build our own roster
True
today.
Underdog made a joke about saying like, okay, so what's Katana gonna steal MK12, like Sindel's hair or something?
Oh my gosh, what if MK12? She's like, it's like 30 years in the future. She does steal there. Anyways, all right.
30 years. She's Indian.
It doesn't matter.
30,000 years, maybe.
How old is she? Oh my god. All right, so if you guys aren't on Mortal Kombat Online, I recommend jumping on. They don't just have the forums and stuff, but today's inspiration kind of comes from one of the forums. This is a post from a long time ago about from Nathan Mthon posting that there was a roster creator generated from is it Molim on DeviantArt. So if you guys want to check out Molim's stuff, he has made this amazing roster creator. I was playing around with it, and like the amount of characters I could add to it was crazy. So we're going to be using that today to build out a perfect roster. And like I said, Mortal Kombat 11 had 37, which is like more than we got with Mortal Kombat 9. We're actually going to do 21 characters. And
21. Whoa.
21.
Interesting.
The reason is
now
because
I can see why the fight is going to be in this. Now I can see that now.
See, Yanni always complains that Mortal Kombat 11 never got its perfect box, and I've decided to do it even better. So I'm giving him 21 characters. That's it.
No, but FANTiM, that says 12, not 21.
No, it's Mortal Kombat 12.
just rearrange the 2 and the 1. Hey.
You guys don't know how long it took me to put this in and make it a perfect 12.
I was very curious, like, how does this like? I think I've seen this being used, but I always thought maybe it's like a Photoshop thing, but no, it's like a complete program. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, so he made this with Flash Player, so I had to go back and find Flash to use it, but worth it.
Very cool.
And we can go through and we can choose whoever we want from a list of not just all Mortal Kombat characters ever introduced, but also special guest characters. Yeah, so Molam, thank you for your love
That's
of Mortal
amazing.
Kombat.
Cool. Hey, Katana's
So,
fans.
hey, Katana's fans has joined the chat. Just a reminder to anybody who's joining in now, you can join us on YouTube, Facebook, where else? Twitch, everywhere that you want.
Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, well, except Instagram's not working. But so
may or may not Instagram.
So where should we start? I say we go around. We give each person a chance to.
Should we establish like rules? Like,
okay. Yes, I think the characters, we don't have variations. We're not doing a, Katana is also Melina, who also has a staff.
Okay.
Jade. Like, no, this is, you're picking your character.
I was going with the Katana Shiva variation. I'm not,
the Katana Shiva. 30 years in the future.
I'm excited for the Katana Stomp.
2 more arms over time.
The Katana Stomp's gonna be so OP in the meta now.
So MK Nash 8 makes a very good point here. We already have 2, which I'm pretty sure we cannot not put in.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about that. Should we exclude Scorpion and Sub-Zero?
I feel like there's 3 who always have to be included, but I would like to drop at least one of them. And those 3, with the latter being dropped, are Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Raiden. Raiden being dropped.
Oh.
Wait. Okay. So you want to drop Raiden?
Yes.
For now. I think it's fine for now. we can yeah. Wait, okay, I got a question here. What do you guys want to base this roster off of? Do you want to say it is like a reimagining of MK1 again? Are we going to do that?
Okay.
Or do you want to go with like the prequel story where it starts from the Great Kung Lao from where MK11 ends off?
Let's go with I'm not sure which guest it was who told us this, but might have been Josh Sway, FANTiM, about how they go through with choosing the roster. They literally just pick characters that they feel they would like to put in the game, and based on that, they adjust the story around them. I don't think it was Josh, actually. Who might it have been? Either way, that's the approach that they seem to take nowadays. So let's try and go with what we feel would be a good roster, and maybe just bear in mind how it could relate to the previous story, but at the same time, the previous story leaves so much open anyway. So
yeah, true.
It's kind of hard to say.
Either way, I think this is a continuation of Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah. However you want to look at that.
Okay.
I mean, this is Mortal Kombat 12 we're building. It's not Mortal Kombat 00, Gear 0 or something, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, let's just build a fun roster first, yeah. With that being said, I do see someone mentioning that character. I do think after the MK11 tease, it's like you gotta put it in the Great Kung Lao. I feel like he should get a chance, right? Like unless it's like you tease him at the end, it's like probably should consider him as a character.
I have no problem with Great Kung Lao finally making an appearance.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think if we include Great Kung Lao, then we got to get rid of Kung Lao completely. Like just only one Kung Lao.
That's fine as long as we're also dropping Liu Kang.
That's what I was thinking too. I think are we gonna go with the Deadly Alliance approach where like Liu Kang is not here, so that's why he's not in the game.
Wow, this is
I'm okay with that.
I don't know if I can sacrifice Liu Kang.
You're dropping Kung Lao, you're dropping Liu Kang. That's my rule.
Come on now. Russ Pone on this live stream this time, so you gotta drop Liu Kang. I'm sorry. I'm not the Liu Kang defender here.
Let's establish this. Are we going back in time now, or has time been changed in such a way where the combatants are just different?
Well, I mean, with Onslaught, it's a new timeline. So, in my opinion, this is a alternate timeline in one way or another.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, if that's the case, and apparently Liu Kang and Kung Lao are actually related, then the Great Kung Lao and Liu Kang cannot exist at the same time.
Oh no! I mean, in this timeline, who knows? Like,
fair enough. That's a good point.
Hang on a second. I thought Chronica was a one-time thing. What's going on here?
One time.
Chronica's dead. I am the Time Lord now, or whatever
So,
she is.
okay, Triple
I am the
X
Titan.
Gaming makes a good point here, which is why I dropped Raiden for Fujin. I think we need a new
Ooh.
Okay, okay, okay. I can drop Liu Kang, and I'm assuming in this story he's Fire God Liu Kang, and we still get to see him as a.
That's what I assume too.
I can do that.
I mean, I assume he's in the game or he's in the cutscenes, but he's not playable.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he's the final boss of the game. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I would have loved that from Mortal Kombat 11 if we actually got to fight Revenant Liu Kang, like as was teased in Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah. No, I would have preferred to fight Dark Raiden instead. We got him for literally 3 minutes.
Gosh.
The potential's there, yeah.
Yeah. Katana asked, do you guys think that Mortal Kombat 12 should be a hard reboot for the sake of actually having direction and story, or actually continuing loving and just trying to patch things up?
With that ending, like, how do you continue MK11 and patch things up? It's just like,
yeah,
you could if you go through Shang Tsung's ending, which would then lead us to 2 characters that I think really deserve to be in here, and one of them has already been name dropped: Havoc and Hotaru.
I did see those. Yes, I did.
Wait, who mentioned Hotaru?
We need an Order Realm representative, and I think he got way too much hate for actually being a really cool character.
No,
the
we don't need Hotaru. We don't.
So who's repping the Order Realm?
That's the thing, though. Are we doing would MK12 want to have reps from the different realms and all that kind of stuff? Because then
we're here to create the perfect roster, right? And one thing that we all complain about is that it's literally just Netherrealm, Earthrealm, and Outworld. So why don't we switch it up? Get in some other realm representatives.
That's no. Hotaru is one of those characters that will end up in Legacy as a one scene kill. Like he's not the one.
You say this, man. You say this, but look at characters like Tanya, Fujin, Boraicho, Tremor. Tremor was okay. Prior to MKX, if I said Tremor, you would have been like, "Who's Tremor?" You would have said the same thing that you just said.
No.
Yes.
See, I love Tremor.
Yes.
I love Tremor. Like he's the only salvageable character from mythologies.
I agree, but he had nothing going for him in the way that I'm mentioning. For example, Hotaru did. Hotaru led an entire realm's forces. So in this case, I think that Hotaru being revamped could be an amazing character, especially if they kept the same design philosophy in terms of appearance.
No, because
it's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen someone give so much love to Hotaru.
I know, this is dumb.
Very interesting. hey, come on now. Come on. I see Suha and Mocap in the chat. Like, we all got our favorites.
I'll take Mocap.
I will say this though. I think we can come to an agreement at least for Havoc. We can first put him onto the roster. And then we can see if we want to add in Hotaru later on. But we can. I think Havoc is just such a cool, weird looking character that I think people just really want him back. I think that's a character I would love to see.
And I think we can have Chaos Realm without Order Realm. Just throwing that out there right now. I'm not trying to jump back into that. We don't need balance.
I got a question here. I never read the MKX comics, but was Hotaru in it? Because I remember Havoc was a pretty big thing in there.
Oh. He was not in it. Maybe he turns up very briefly. Very briefly.
So Havoc can work without Hotaru.
You're right. Making a good point. Fair enough.
Let's keep Hotaru in the back of our heads right now. I don't necessarily hate the character or anything like that, but let's just keep it in the back of our heads. Maybe if we have space. Why
don't we move over to the Netherrealm then and go with another character that MK Nash has been mentioning, who I will not allow you to say no to, Serena, if it's finally making her first proper appearance since Tournament Edition and Armageddon, I guess.
Is it time? Ooh.
It is time. Serena is in there. And Tim, you just put her in. You don't even discuss.
I mean, dang. Are we gonna throw in Lee May too while we're at it?
I mean, Lee May. It comes to a different discussion, in my opinion. That would be related to Outworld and the other characters surrounding that. But from the Netherrealm, somebody who would really work is either Serena or Ashra.
True. Yes.
Okay.
I actually a year ago I made my own MK list too, and I also put Serena in there just because another realm rep and she's also like a demon, right? Technically, from what I've heard in the lores and stuff like that.
Yes, she is.
Mhm.
So the thing about Serena is that she's not just a demon. This is going to be my way of giving her points that she should be in the roster. So Serena is not just a demon who represents another realm, but also is tied into the lore in a very heavy way. She's involved in Shinnok, Quan Chi's, Bihan's, Kuai Liang's, even technically Smoke's character arcs, and Noob Saibot. Well, Noob Saibot, Bihan, you know what I mean. But you get me. Like, it all sort of fits in there. And I feel like it's about time she makes a proper appearance. And everybody has been requesting her since MK9, really. We got Scarlet instead, and I'm happy with Scarlet in MK9. But how has Serena not appeared, especially with that appearance in the story in MKX?
That was what I was thinking too. Like a lot of MKX characters who did not make it into the final roster, I think Rain and like Barack were big ones, but Serena was also one that's like she was in the cutscene, like she was there, and it's like, oh, who's
right
this?
there.
Who's this?
With a proper outfit.
Gorilla the Veil looking girl here. It's like,
Wait, so was
I think
Lee May though?
No. Lee May's
Yeah.
outfit made her look like some random person who doesn't know how to fight. Sorry,
I
but
know. Yeah, she wore full
I agree, sadly, because like Serena looked like a character from the MK and like Frost and stuff like that. But Lee May was like, I was like, wait, that's a character from the games? Wait, Lee May? Really? Interesting. Okay. When I saw her
she
in
just
MKX,
looked like a random person, didn't she?
MK Nash
I
says
completely didn't even know that was Lee May.
MK Nash says or Chitaka for more representation as well. 2 birds, 1 stone.
See, I would say yes normally because I like the whole triple assassin thing. All of those characters are awesome in my opinion. Kaya, Chitaka, and Serena. But
are they the
in my
mythology
opinion,
characters like the
yeah,
other ones?
they're all the
Okay,
personal assassins for Quan Chi. But I feel like Serena has been dropped from the roster last second, and this is canonical. You know, like it has actually happened in the history of Mortal Kombat being made. She's been dropped from the roster last second too many times for her to not finally make an appearance. And if another one of the assassins was to make the place over her, that would be I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
Okay, I'll give you Serena, but
Deal.
no more of these random nobodies that nobody wants.
Hey, I'm not the only one.
What do
It's
you mean?
literally in the chat.
Awesome.
It's in the
Come on
chat.
Okay, wait. I'll say this.
Look at
I
that, look
love.
at that design. No, FANTiM. Look at that design on the roster. Look at that face. Tell me that's not the
I did love what they do with her in the newest Legacy movie. So, you know, I'm leaning more towards yes because of that. But okay, let me rewind for a second. Original Mortal Kombat 1 characters, like, are we keeping any of them? Like Kano, Sonya, like we already said no to Raiden and Liu Kang's in cutscenes in this new game that we're making.
I say drop them.
Johnny
Apart from Reptile.
Thank you.
Reptile counts. Yeah.
Do not drop this guy who has been cucked from MK11. So do not drop him.
Sonic, I'm all for Reptile, but I have to ask you, if you had the choice of getting Reptile back or another Saurian, or potentially, because we don't know if he's a Saurian or not, Chameleon with a C or Chameleon with a K, who would you pick?
Interestingly, I was actually about to suggest both. I mean, I was about to suggest Chameleon on this list too, eventually. Well, first off, who I'd rather back, sadly, still Reptile. Okay. But Chameleon has always been a very interesting idea because, like, one thing I really do like about when NetherRealm Studios bring back like 3D era characters, they always like do it in a really like way that like fans really like. So like Fujin and Tremor are like one of the greatest examples here. So I think like a revamp of Chameleon would be very cool. But two other reasons I'd love to see them is just because the concept of their fighting style is very interesting. It's just like based off of the color that the characters are like turning into, like the colors that will be what ninja like moves they could use and stuff like that.
Switching between them, yeah.
That sounds like a very interesting idea of like how you can implement into like a game. And then also Reptile is the only Saurian we've basically had throughout the lore for like a very long time. So like I do know female Chameleon is a Saurian. So it's just like more Saurian lore would be very nice too. It's like it's just been only Reptile. So like that would be a great way to introduce that kind of stuff. That's my argument for Chameleon, just the interesting concept there.
Fair enough. How about with Reptile, we sort of save him a little bit to see how the roster turns out, and that way we can
Yeah.
sort of choose between the Chameleons and Reptile, maybe, or if not both.
Yeah,
Very
I think so.
well.
I think
Very
we
well.
should put him towards the end.
Because I think Reptile would be a very good choice. I really do, and I feel like, if anything, Zatera or just the Saurians in general deserve to actually have a lot of focus on them for once. You know what I
Actually,
mean?
I'm gonna put them both back here just so we can
Fair.
remember. Yeah.
Do you want to put Hotaru back there too, just in case? Or
Is that Chameleon with a C? Are you going to put Chameleon with a K?
okay, so
Oh, sorry.
I'd argue just one chameleon at least, just one chameleon. I
Yeah,
think
I would
even
say-
if
I
they
would
bring
say
back,
Chameleon with a K, if anything, to be honest. It would
Oh.
I
fit
think
the-
mostly that's the one that
That'd be
most fans
cool.
would want to. It seems like, yeah.
I like that idea, having both of them, like reptile and female chameleon. And
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
we'll talk about it a little bit more at the end to see where we're at. But I do like this idea.
And then any other MK1 characters?
Sonya, Kano, Johnny, I'm sorry, but man, it's time they get a break.
Okay, so
It really is.
Okay, at least in this roster because we only have 21. At least only
All
because
right.
of this roster.
I'm not a
Um,
fan of Cassie Cage, but Cassie is Sonya and Johnny mixed together.
I'll stop you there. Stop. No.
That was
Okay.
fast.
There's only
Then-
one combat kid I will even consider, and that's Takeda.
Takeda? Okay, I like Takeda.
Okay,
Anybody
yeah,
against
yeah.
Takeda?
Honestly, yeah. If we're not adding those three, the classic Liu Kang, Johnny, Sonya, then I do think we can try to approach this with the prequel idea of
Mhm.
like, this takes place in the past, because that way it makes a lot of sense why these characters aren't here, and Takeda can just show up because of time travel, whatever.
I mean, Takeda, we can keep him as an option. Maybe put him on the row with the Chameleon and Reptile choices as well, just in case.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sold on Takeda, but I'll move him
Oh,
over here.
I like that. I like the what MK Nash just suggested there.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, King Kano as
Yeah.
a character. I do kind of like that.
as a DLC character.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Let's put
I
the
mean-
MK2 roster then and see who
Yeah.
we pick from them, because we're getting a lot of requests
MK2.
for Kitana, Melina, and I feel like we should save them for later.
All right.
Do
Shoot,
do
I
I
was
put 'em
about to
at the
say
end?
like.
So we can talk about
All right,
them, or-
I guess we'll save it for later then, because I think I was going to say something.
Just because I feel like this roster kind of will create itself as we go. Does that make sense? Like, the more characters that we fill in, the more that will make sense. That the more whose places on the roster will make sense. Does that make sense to you? Because I'm confusing myself now.
Mhm.
kind of, yes.
Katana's fan
Huh.
says, in all seriousness, I feel like Katana's journey and story is more interesting than Melina. That's not to say Melina is dull herself. I think I think those are fighting words for some of the MK fandom. No, I'm kidding. I love Katana, and yeah, I think we'll definitely get more into that later on. So
Okay, we'll get into that a little later. Later on. What do you guys think about Shang Tsung? We did kind of gloss over him
Oh.
since we're talking about
Yeah, we
MK1
did.
characters.
oh, okay. I have a better idea than Shang Tsung. I mean, I love Shang Tsung, but I have a better idea.
If you say Quan Chi, I'm
Okay.
No.
Wait, I didn't hear. What did you say? Did you say who?
I said if you say Quan Chi, no. Like, replacing
okay.
Shang Tsung again with Quan Chi.
No.
I
I
see
think-
I see the Force Snake has entered Yanni's soul just then. Like,
All right, hear me out. I think Shang Tsung should be replaced with Mortal Kombat X story mode endings version of Shujinko.
well, that's a very like interesting
stealer.
like to Shujinko. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, I get what you mean there.
because
Okay.
in MKX endings, they're trying to track down this soul stealer, and everybody, as you're going through these different endings, you're like, oh, Shang Tsung's back, awesome, and then all of a sudden it's revealed that it's not Shang Tsung, and I think that should be Shang Tsung's replacement, basically the same kind of stuff. Yeah, you got thoughts on that? I can
I do.
tell
I
you.
like it. I really like it. But I might recommend instead of Shujinko that we go with either with the same
Quan
sort of
Chi.
idea. Nope. Don't even. Either Ermac or going even further, since we're technically back in time now, Jared.
Jared, right? I actually, yeah, that's a character I wouldn't mind seeing if we're doing like a prequel story too.
I mean, I'd like that as well. But I think as a evil sorcerer shapeshifter, I think we should do Shujinko.
Okay, but before we continue on with the Shujinko topic or anything, just put Ermac on the list right now. You can just put like, above Melina.
But is it going to be
Just put
King
Ermac
Jared
there.
Ermac? I want King Jared Ermac if we're going to do Ermac.
I want King Jared Ermac. I think that would
Yeah,
actually
that
be a
could
really
work,
cool
yeah.
approach to take it. And
But Ermac has to be on the roster because, like, okay, I love Reptile and like people wanted him to be an MK11 and stuff like that. They had a new design for Ermac in MK11 for like years, and they just decided, "Pop, okay, we're done, guys. See you later. Okay, have a nice day." They even like, I think WB even like tweeted like just like Ermac's like new design is right there showing it. It's just like
the worst part about that.
Use it? What?
Yeah. The worst part about that is Ermac and Reptile both make an appearance in the crypt, and Ermac has the updated outfit, whereas Reptile looks just like MKX.
Yes, yes.
So, not to jump back into Mortal Kombat news, but there's actually a reason for that. And I forgot to add it to our list of articles and stuff that we were talking about earlier. But
or recently, is this like recent development or something?
Yeah, this last month or so. There's been a lot of concept art that's been coming out. And basically, there was a plan to use Ermac, and he would be your navigator into the crypt. But guess who decided to sign up for Mortal Kombat 11 and have his iconic face appear? Yeah, Kerry Tagawa.
Oh, that's actually kind of awesome in that case.
And so they're like, well, what do we do? Let's kill him.
I'm assuming in that case, Ermac wasn't planned for the story, but he was only planned for like the crypt or something then.
Possibly. Like there's not a lot of details on it, just a couple screenshots that are out there from concept art, but it was basically Ermac doing those scenes. So that could have been cool.
With that in mind, that actually makes even more sense to go with Ermac Jared instead of Shujinko over Shang Tsung's replacement.
We're looking or if we're only thinking about like Shang Tsung replacement, I'm just thinking of like whether or not we want Shujinko as an interesting character. Although, like I like Shujinko as an idea because like out of all the main characters, he's definitely like quite interesting in Deception. I don't really know if bringing him back would be not like as his own character, if that's like interestingly enough, or like if you are like want to bring back that Deception like journey of his into the story or whatnot.
Well, so let's look at gameplay. You got Ermac, who is has his style of levitation and things like that. Shang Tsung doesn't have that type of gameplay in him. He's transforms and he does skulls. So in my opinion, this is two different characters, and that's why I think a Shujinko that does Shang Tsung style gameplay would fit in really nicely with what we got going on here.
Yes, but if you go through Ermac's, I think it was Ermac's MKX ending, he gets his soul sucked by Shang Tsung, right? I feel like there's some kind of relation you could have between the two, just purely because of the fact that they both deal with this kind of energy. And I don't know, just their sort of ties together.
I think there's ties to each other, but I think they're too different. They're too different from each other to be replacements for each other. Guys, let's go in the chat. Should Ermac and a Soul Stealer be in the same game or not?
Well, okay. The question just is, Ermac will be in here, but should we add another character? That's the question.
I like that because I do think Ermac deserves to make a comeback, regardless of whatever else happens with this roster.
Yeah, I hope King Jared Ermac on the bottom here of our one.
I hope if they bring him back, it'll be like not his MK11 design, but that'll at least be like a skin. I feel like they'll like do a new one again.
Oh, I think they would.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I feel
thinking.
I'm just looking through the character list for all the games. And I'm also looking at the chat. And I feel like jumping ahead just very quickly through MK2, through MK3, to MK4. I believe it's time that Reiko makes a comeback.
Ooh, Reiki. Discount Shao Kahn.
MK4 style Reiko. Not discount Shao Kahn Reiko. MK4 Reiko with the shuriken
Okay,
and everything.
okay.
Oh, so you'd be more ninja based than
Yeah.
Warhammer based?
He was way cooler in MK4 than he's turned out to be.
I like discount Shao Kahn style Reiko. I think I like replacing old characters with newer characters, new versions of them. So why not both? You know, if we're gonna do Reiko.
Yeah. You could. I think you can implement them well in a way. Bit of both.
Like a power character that has a bit more speed to him than what we've had before.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like Reiko is
new
not
characters. Sorry.
bad of a choice because of him being more hasn't been seen for a while. I think he played a pretty major part in the MKX comics, and he's even made movie appearances. So it's not like they've forgotten this character in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I could see this. Yeah.
Pi wants to know how many of these slots are new characters and guest characters. Are we going to do guest characters?
No guest characters.
Not for the slot. No. Guest characters only for DLC.
But new characters.
What?
Let's assume that new characters are separate from this roster that we're picking.
Wait. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like new introduced characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Natara is not a bad choice at all.
That was another one that I was going to bring up too. Like, just fan favorite. Like, people really wanted to see Natara. She's also sort of made cameos in the recent movies. I think the idea of introducing Natara, and not only is because she's a cool looking vampire character, but also the vampiric realm. I believe that's where she came from. I think bringing that into the story would be kind of interesting to okay, there is that place that exists and stuff.
I think she would also be, and I say this with Scarlet being one of my favorite characters, like in my top 5. But I think she would be a great replacement for this roster.
Yeah, because both are blood magic related and stuff.
Yeah, although it would really be cool to see their interactions with one another. So it's kind of a shame to have Natara and not Scarlet, if that makes sense.
Maybe in the next Everyone Is Here type Mortal Kombat game.
Are we having any cyborgs?
Oh,
I say Cyrax.
Just Cyrax?
Or why don't we take a leaf out of Legacy's book project?
Wait,
which is
Hydro?
Yeah.
I was thinking. I was thinking. Let's just. Yeah, Triborg. Let's knock them all out. I mean, they're we love the robots, but they're kind of generic and.
Oof.
I'm giving us Triborg.
Put them away. Put it.
Triborg and Holiday. We'll do that. How about I just saw his name come up? Tremor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm all for Tremor.
Actually, yeah, especially because of how much people love him nowadays. I do think it's a good idea. Actually, yeah.
Oh,
me. Well, how can you replace Kotal with himself?
Yeah, Kotal is meat. I think you got to fill Sonic in on this one. And
I actually know this one. I think. I think I watched one of your podcasts. I think you explained this. It's kind of a cool theory.
Yeah, that's yeah. Are we gonna put? Are we gonna put
no Kotal? Sorry, no Kotal.
As much as I love the big doofus. No, sorry. Sorry, kick in a wheelchair.
What's that?
Did we not put Fujin in there?
No,
I don't see Fujin. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like Fujin's popularity really rose because of MK11 Aftermath. I do feel like a lot more people like him because of that game.
Yeah, I'm okay with Fujin. But we are running out of slots.
We are running out.
That's right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Ooh.
Okay. Going back to MK2, I'm
Mhm.
gonna put this one out there. I hope you both agree with me. I think it's
Jade?
about time he makes a return. Human Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
I,
of course. Yeah, I was shocked he's not even on the list this year. Yeah.
yeah, I saw his
Everybody
name
wants
pop up,
Human
and I was
Smoke.
thinking that.
Like, if they don't actually put Human Smoke into MK12, we riot. Honestly, I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like people like have been requesting for Human Smoke for so long.
It's ridiculous that he's gotten dropped off like that. Honestly.
All right, so MK Nash says so. No one wants Onaga.
I think the big
Oh.
baddies should stay as non-playable, in my
Yeah, I
opinion.
think so
Because
too.
it kind of makes them feel too weak. Like it was great having Shao Kahn and Goro and MKX and MK11, but I don't know. They kind of lose their threat level by having them be playable. If that makes sense.
In a way, yes, in a
Mhm.
way. Onaga,
Yeah.
unless if there's a big change for him, I do feel like he should stay as like a big boss. Man, I really do wonder if they bring back Onaga, how they're gonna handle him.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know.
Sean
I mean,
Kittleson would have done a great job with it, in my opinion, based on what we heard.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
The whole Goro concept that
Yeah.
Goro becomes
Oh,
Onaga.
okay. I remember hearing about that before too.
Yeah, that'd been cool. Oh yeah, MK Nash says Onaga with a new Vissel and as a boss. I think that's perfect idea. I think we do Goro Onaga.
Yeah.
Goro Naga.
I was Goro Onaga. That's what you're thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
I would be down honestly for Onaga to be playable if they do a good job with him. Although in that case, would he just be a final boss, or would he just be more like a menace in the story, or like as a character?
I think Goro Naga would be a good final boss.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And also, I like the idea that's in the chat of Motaro coming back as a sub boss.
Sub boss. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
Exactly
okay.
that.
I thought you were going to say let him be a character. Okay, never mind. Motaro, finally, let's go as a character. So long.
I think Motaro needs to come back, and not just to get killed off like off screen.
Bring back non-centaur two-legged Motaro. Let's go.
Oh, in a wheelchair.
How would that even? Oh yeah, okay. I just thought of a character and just left my head. We're on the Motaro. Oh, I remember now. We had Goro playable in MKX and like Shiva playable in MK11. Do you guys think it's time for Kintaro time in MK12?
Oh,
I think as a sub boss.
No, I think
Not
a
playable.
playable Kintaro would be fun. Instead of Shiva, instead of Goro, a playable Kintaro.
I'm kind of worried to see their take on Kintaro because Goro was done very well in MKX. Shiva and Shao Kahn were done so badly, in my opinion, in MK11. Like, Shiva does not seem. I'm sorry, but Shiva does not feel like she's actually a Shogun. Her body model is literally just one of the other female characters, just with 4 arms added. Whereas the Shoguns are supposed to be like way larger, more. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like she's a Shogun.
MK3 Shiva was very fit. You know what I'm saying? And
and that whole combat thing going.
She's not gonna be I don't know, she's not gonna be like hulking Shokan. She's gonna be faster but I think if we have like an MKX style Kintaro that like with the like fire breath and stuff like that, that'd be cool to have.
Fine. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay.
I would love to see their depiction of Kintaro. Yeah.
All
Give him more of that like tiger part of him, maybe like clawing on people. It would be cool
to see the tiger actually make more of an appearance rather than.
I'd love to see the cat puns in the intro dialogues.
Okay, so we got basically 2 slots left before we get into our.
No, we have 2 slots left, but we're still discussing those all there.
Yeah.
Discussing. Yeah, there's a couple on the bottom that we're not 100% certain.
Yep. That's gonna be interesting to pull up.
Other than Takeda, do you guys have any other NRS original characters you'd like to put on?
Oh, I mean, I think, and I'm definitely going to get hated for this, but I don't think they should make a return now. But I think that Collector was the best new character.
Oh, honestly, Collector. I actually Collector is one of those characters that's just like
No.
conceptually and moveset wise, I really do like this character. Like,
Yeah.
very cool. When I
It
saw
was
the
very
reveal trailer,
MK.
I'm like, yeah, it's like, oh, this is such a cool, interesting character. Not talking about what he does in the story, because in the story, it completely turned into just like this whatever character.
Yeah,
But like, just
exactly.
the idea of him, I do really like. I don't want her to return. But I'm just mentioning this as like a good NRS character. I do think Devora
Yeah,
is
agreed.
a very like interesting and like you said, MK character. That like disgusting bug like part of her. Like I like that angle like being pushed and stuff. Yeah, Night Collector. Like I do like that too.
If it came down to the two, I'd pick Devora. And I'm not even a huge Devora fan,
Yeah,
but
fair.
it's something
Yeah.
different.
She's kind of become kind of iconic now in a sort of way.
Yeah. So are we putting Devora in?
No,
No. I think she deserves to be.
I apologize to my brother who really loves Devora and everything with her in it. So.
Oh, what about Baraka?
That's a bit of a toughie because he didn't return in X. He was in 9, not in X, and he came back in 11. Should he come back over 12?
Yeah.
Or should we let that be Melina?
I say no.
Yeah,
I say we drop
like,
drop a Tarkatan. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Baraka.
like Sonic's
You got
idea.
your love in MK11. You got your redemption arc in that game. So
Yeah.
it's time for Reptile to get his redemption arc.
Actually, it always ends up swapping between the two of them anyway, right? So it makes the most sense.
Are we doing Dagon or
No, I think no Dagon or Taven.
Sorry,
this
no
time.
Taven. Sorry.
okay?
I
We
do
are
like
arguing.
this idea.
We're arguing for Shujinko. We're not arguing for Taven or Dagon. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking MK3 now. What about Cabal?
Ooh, that's tough. Because then, okay, Cabal or Striker?
No.
No, not even any consideration. sad police sirens.
MK Nash in the chat earlier that we should have Striker, but with John Cena's face modeled on him and like a bigger buffer. But then, like, John Cena is also hilarious. So
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking, isn't this the same approach as like Ronda Rousey Sonya? So just John Cena Striker.
my
Is
God.
that what the idea is? The
See,
idea?
Ronda Rousey Sonya didn't have a great execution to it, although I would argue that Dimitri Vegas Sub-Zero was even worse. But I feel like John Cena would be an amazing Peacemaker. Peacemaker, sorry, I've got that in my head. Striker. But at the same time, I don't think it's worth giving a roster spot to Striker. I'm sorry, but there's just so many cool characters who have like these special abilities, and we're just gonna get the guy with the power of gun.
Here's the thing though. I'm not a big like Striker fan either, but I do know a lot of people who want Striker. So like I'm speaking for the fans as one of those sort of like things that maybe people would really want. Well, okay, I guess we could like keep going down the list and see what we've got.
Let's go down the list. Let's keep him as a backup option.
hey, I tried, guys. I tried for you Striker fans.
MK Nash is angry with me. Give me your hate.
Striker is bait.
He's gonna have an invisible ability.
GG Unex says you won't be able to see Striker.
Okay, tell you what, we can take Striker if we replace Reptile with Striker, because he can take his invisibility ability.
Or Chameleon, I guess, since they're both.
All right.
Hey, Ricky.
Who was else? Just thought about somebody who showed up, but I forgot who it was. Oh, yeah, this is a weird character that just popped into my head when mentioning NetherRealm. Of course, I don't think we should, but I'm just mentioning him, Drawman, because like when mentioning like other NetherRealm characters other than Quan Chi and Shinnok and Scorpion, like we don't have a lot of options. Like in terms of like that part
is a
of it.
better option than Moloch. But
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
if we're gonna go with another NetherRealm character, I do feel like Ashra would be great.
Would
I'm not
Asha
feeling either of them.
represent Nether? Ooh.
Sort of, right?
Okay.
Like in a way.
I mean, she
I
is
know
a
she's
demon,
not.
yes.
I know she's not, but at the same time she is. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah. I kind of get that aspect about it because Oh, one other character that I thought about Oh, sorry, you go to the chat. What did chat say?
We got some suggestions.
Kenshi,
Shinnok
Shinnok.
and Kenshi.
Not
I
Shinnok.
love
Kenshi can
the
be.
Kenshi idea. I really
You
do.
can think about Kenshi. You can think about
But
Kenshi.
Takeda kind of, we could have Takeda in instead.
I like Takeda. I think Takeda should be in at this point.
Yeah, Takeda's like fan favorite.
All right, I'm moving Takeda up out of the questionable area.
I
Well,
love
it
Kenshi,
is a very.
but Takeda just makes more sense.
We all love Kenshi. Come on, we all want Keanu Reeves to be in the game.
Yep, yeah, we do.
I gotta say this though. This was my idea when mentioning Takeda. Should Takeda be like a DLC character if we're going in like the past and just somehow
Yeah,
time traveling bring back Takeda? But like
That's what I was
if
thinking,
Takeda's in
yeah.
the main roster, that would be like one of those things where it's like, well, how do you explain him in the story kind of a situation? That's how I approach it. Like with the combat kids if they want to come back.
Sonic, I'll tell you how we explain it. It's an alternate timeline. That explains everything now.
I guess.
Kenshi's 15 years old, but he also has Takeda's running around too. Who's 25. It works.
Ricky Gradick, I am pushing for 3D era characters. I've tried Hotaru. I'm trying Ashura. They're saying no.
Hey, we're putting them in. You got Reiko and you got Nintendo.
You got your Reiko. Be happy.
Wait a second. When did we say Scarlet? Why is she up there?
No, she should not be up there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Sorry.
I know you said you really
I love
like her, but it's like,
Scarlet.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So we
We got an
replaced
extra.
Scarlet with Nitara. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, that was the idea. I mean, it would be cool
Yeah,
to have
yeah.
them interact with one another, but I feel like if we only have this many spots, then it makes more sense to just go Nitara.
Okay,
Lord Ron says,
I'm gonna-
wait, did you leave Sonya out?
I have bad news for you.
This is an alternate reality. This is the past. We're in the prequel. Sorry, she doesn't
Okay,
exist yet.
Let's mention all the 3D era characters, okay? So I want to
Okay.
see everybody's reactions as I say these names, okay? Blaze. Actually, do we
Really?
count? All right, let's go. I'm not saying I want him. I just want to see reactions. So
Oh, okay,
Blaze,
okay.
Goraicho,
Uh,
Drummond, you've mentioned. Frost.
yeah.
Suhao. Kenshi. Limei. Mavado, I think, could really work. We need some Red Dragon, in my
Mavado.
opinion. But wait.
I want to just
Well,
add Suhao for the hell of it. I really do.
Hey, Red Dragon rep, baby. Woo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that's all from Deadly Alliance, and I think that we could really do with some Red Dragon. And Mavado was cool with his sort of rope things, the hooks, rather than the hook blades, in my opinion.
No, I mean, Movado is basically.
Well,
the
hang,
ball,
hang on a
right?
second. Do
No,
we
but
even
that's
have
with the
Black
hook
Dragon in our list yet?
Oh, do we? Anyway?
No, but the Black Dragon needs a break, man. Same with the Special Forces, in my opinion. It's been done to death, and I mean
Well, I
that
guess,
literally.
yeah.
Well, we got Tremor. Was he Black Dragon or Red Dragon?
Yeah, but he kind of leaves.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think that covers it.
Yeah.
Red Dragon is like sometimes more separate from like the Special Forces, right? If I'm not mistaken, like their agendas
Yeah.
and they're in the lore.
Yeah.
So, okay, I
lot
can
of
see.
Red
I guess I
Dragon-
could see no Black Dragon and just Red Dragon.
A lot of people in the chat are pushing for at least one Special Forces character.
We got Takeda, dude. There we
A
go.
lot of people in the chat are wrong. I'm joking.
Yeah, I think
But-
Takeda covers that.
Takeda counts.
We don't have any guns,
will-
but we got blades of whips,
Lasers.
blade whips. Yeah.
I tried Striker, guys. I tried. I actually wonder if we're having Takeda. Do you guys think we should have Kunjin?
No.
Nah. I mean,
Wow, you both shook your heads at the same time there. Nah.
He has potential over the rest of the combat kids aside from Takeda,
Yeah.
but nah.
I think I'd rather have
Ironically-
Cassie than Kung Jin because Cassie, like I said, is a mix between Johnny and Sonya. Like it's
Yeah.
both characters.
Hmm.
And also, she's very, very popular too in the fandom.
Should we throw her in?
No.
Kung Hu.
I've not heard anybody mention these names, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm seeing Kira, I'm seeing Cobra. I've not seen Dairu or Darius.
I actually was thinking of Dairu when you were mentioning Hataru. Just-
Yeah, I think Hotaru's the way better choice in my opinion over Dairu.
Honestly, I agree with that. Out of those three, at least, like
Yeah.
if we're thinking of the Order Realm rep, I feel like we're missing some core like characters
Well,
that
we
like
kind of skipped over MK2 and 3. So, for example, I would
Yeah.
say Rain.
Rain again. It's always a battle
He's not
between
made it
Rain and
into a base
Tanya.
roster. He's not made it into a base roster in so long. Like, forget
I
DLC,
want-
base roster.
Instead of
Oh,
Rain,
that's
I would
true.
rather have Hydro. Yep.
If it's
New
Hydro,
character.
I'll take it.
I'm okay with playing Hydro.
I don't know because like, okay,
But Hydro
well,
could count as Triborg.
Oh.
yeah. Well,
Yep. Okay.
Hydro
No Rain.
could kind of count as Rain too because they're both water ninjas.
Yeah, but Rain has more to do with not just like actual water, but also lightning, for example.
Hmm.
And he's got the super kick.
I don't know. I don't know. I like Rain, but I'm not.
Rain's
interested
awesome.
in-
See, my
Having
logic
it.
is this, okay? Like, fair enough to you guys. I'm gonna push him because he's my favorite. But for me, I have these things in mind. One, he fits very well with the sort of timing of this roster. Like, it looks like it's kind of in the past, sort of, and he's a Denian. The other thing is that, as I said, he's not made it into a base roster since Trilogy, yeah. So he has, and technically, if you think about it, that was also DLC, right? So Armageddon is really the only one that counts, and everybody was in there, so it doesn't really count. So 9 DLC, X skipped, even though he was in the story as a
Wasn't the
freaking main
story.
character. 11 DLC again. In my opinion, he deserves a base roster appearance for once. But let's look at the other characters and see if anybody deserves to go.
Since we're talking about Rain, I think we should talk about the other side of the coin, Tanya. It's always either one of them.
I would like Tanya, but I feel like we've got Serena, Nitara, and Chameleon.
And maybe the other Adinian characters.
But then again, like, we have so many male characters anyway, but it's not just about hitting the, a certain number of female characters. I don't know. I just feel like I love Tanya. I really do. Like, she was one of my mains in MKX. But I don't like I like her on the roster, but I feel like somebody else is more deserving over Tanya, potentially.
I think so. I think she's a good DLC, but yeah, I think somebody else would be better. I don't know who yet.
Rain and Tanya, like I always welcome in the game because that just means we get more Adinian lore. And just Adinian shenanigans are always like something I like to see.
Oh, do we need Shiva? Or do we need Shiva in here?
Shiva,
No, we already had Kentaro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What
I
about
find it
Sindel?
interesting that nobody has mentioned Jade or Jax. I don't think either of them should be in it, but
Jax is because like that's another one of those characters that's like in the present day. So that's what I wasn't really thinking about.
Yeah.
Jade, Jade is
My
one of my
opinion,
favorites
this is where I'm going to come back to Katana Melina. This is going to be a hot take.
Fair enough.
both
Let's go
Katana
Jade
and
into the
Melina.
Katana Melina
Jade.
discussion then.
Whoa!
Wait, what?
Whoa! No.
I guess we're getting into the Katana Melina debate now then.
Yeah,
What's
we're
going
doing
on?
this now. Hold on. You need to repeat that so
What
all
did you
of
just say?
listeners can hear that.
We drop both Katana and Melina and replace them with Jade.
Okay.
Man, I like Jade, maybe even more than Katana, but that ain't it, Chief. Jade. Okay, I'm not thinking about like fighting character coolness wise. Now I'm thinking about lore. Like Jade has just kind of been like Katana's like friend or like the maid in a sort of way. That's how I kind of seen her. Katana is the Adinian like story. That's her. That's the Adinian story going around there. Like Katana, at least. So everyone disliked that. But I like to ask, like, why is that opinion? Like, why do you think Jade should replace those two?
Everybody, okay. The reason is because it's always Katana Melina, Katana Melina, Katana Melina. But if you consider, for example, MK Deception, who was in the roster? Melina, Jade, no Katana, right? And on top of that, it's always between those two. Why not push Jade's lore in a different direction rather than Melina and Kitana getting the same story repeated over and over again. I love Kitana and Melina. I really do. I love them as characters. But Jade could really benefit from a different direction and not one with a romantic plot, in my opinion. It did
I was
not
just
work
thinking,
with Kodokan.
about-
Sorry.
Well,
Kodokan.
That's what I was gonna say. Jade, she has her happy ending. Her and Kodal are living on the ranch now, and they're sipping iced tea, and that's the end of Jade. So,
Are they though? Because last time I remember, Kodal got his head cut off.
oh,
They were on the cruise ship on the
On a cruise
Sea of Blood. It was an aftermath that they had the bad ending, but yeah. I think the one thing also I was thinking about Jade is are we gonna finally explain what's up with her mom that they've been teasing for like 10 years now or something?
oh yeah.
that whole thing.
MK Nash makes a very good point. I really like this one, but it doesn't work because of Scarlet, in my opinion. Ruby.
Well, okay, wait. So when we're talking Ruby, we're talking
Defenders.
Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm Ruby, which
I was thinking of RWBY's Ruby, so that's different.
Oh no, completely different. No guest
That's a
characters.
guest character. Guest character, yeah.
I
but
don't know.
like that Ruby would be cool because it would not be any of the female ninjas we've had so far, and it's not Scarlet.
But it's red. I don't know. The palettes, they don't.
No,
it's
no,
very
no.
important.
It's
for Mortal
Ruby.
Kombat.
It's not red. It's Ruby.
To be fair, though, if we're gonna add a character who has not shown up in the games, like say like you said Ruby, or I guess even Hydra hasn't really made an appearance in the games yet, I feel like many people, I feel like the higher ups at WB would choose a very certain character from a very certain movie that came out very recently.
Please no.
Please not. Cole Young! Let's
No.
go, come on! Scorpion's legacy, like what?
The moment you went that right, I was like, no.
Oh my god.
Where's everybody just like that now, guys?
if we're talking about like characters who have not been seen in the game but have existed in lore and stuff like that. Oh, Cole Young! I would take Arlene more though. So
Oh, I would love Arlene.
hey, Arlene, that'd be kind of cute.
There we go.
Is he even
Art.
there?
Is
I
he on
think
the
he
list?
is. You guys don't
Oh,
understand.
he
This is the most in-depth thing I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
not even. Oh my god! No! Go back. Type
Right.
in WU
Can you type?
Wu Lei.
Oh no, we're not putting Blue
Who is
Come on.
Wu-Lei?
Actually, no.
Who
You know
is-
what? You know what? We haven't talked about Conquest,
Yeah,
and I'm seeing the names there.
yeah.
All
Zero,
right.
Taja.
I'll leave this to you guys. I have no idea what
Oh.
Conquest.
Vorpax.
I'm thinking Vorpax.
I like that idea. I think Vorpax. That would solve our ninja problem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like Katana's fan group page that's on here, Katana fans, but I think that could do it. Okay, so Yanni, give a quick 5-second.
Yeah, explain why this solves the issues.
Conquest, Shang Tsung is pretty much imprisoned within the Cobalt Mines for his failure to beat the Great Kung Lao, and there he meets somebody called Vorpax, who I won't spoil anything, but she turns out to be an important character, not just in the sense that she sort of serves Shang Tsung, but that there's actually so much more to her character, which is very important for the overarching plot of Shao Kahn invading Earthrealm, because she kind of gets in the middle of it in a way where she's actually a different. I feel like if I go any further, I spoil it.
Okay.
There's
But-
a lot more depth than was realized.
There's a lot to her. It's really cool, actually. I would even possibly recommend. Like, I would prefer Vorpax over. Yeah, Kriya. I was gonna suggest Kriya. Stick with Vorpax, in my opinion.
I think, yeah. Yeah.
If Cole Young gets in there, we'll retire MK. Yeah, I feel sorry for Louis Tan too.
Okay.
Yeah, just reading.
I'm sure he'll get a glow up in the sequel. I'm sure he'll the armor will cover his whole entire body when he awakens his
The
entire
armor looked cool,
arcana.
in my opinion. I just didn't like that they gave him the tonfa because Tanya, but at the same time,
I
Wait,
think
gold?
I I saw concept art of like the Ko Young's like Arcana, and it looked like as if the armor was could be like liquefied and like changed into different forms and stuff like that, like a semi venom kind of a shenanigans. I think it would be
Yeah.
kind of cool if you go
It
that
would be
route
cool.
with his. With
But
his
the problem is
armors.
they're going with all of this different stuff, and then they didn't show any of that really. They just gave him the basket woven armor rather than and made him Scorpion's ancestor. Sorry, descendant.
Yeah, this is prologue Ko Young. He's gonna get like much more things in the future. He's gonna get all the plot armor. He's gonna kill all the big baddies.
I did specifically say when we were reviewing the movie, I did think that Cole Young has potential, but I didn't like how they did it in the sense that they made him Hanzo's descendant. I really feel like he could have been a cool character on his own. We as Mortal Kombat fans have to understand that we're always going to get new characters. It's just the execution needs to be right with them, and I don't think they nailed it with Cole Young at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like
if this is turning into like an MK 2021 like review, like there's a ton I could say that how much I don't like Ko Young. But yeah, that is one of them. Yeah. See, guys, he's Scorpion's descendant. That means he's important now. Please clap.
all right, so we got
well,
three
speaking of
slots now.
descendants and relatives, etc., we have Sub-Zero. But is that Kuai Liang or Bihan? And if it's Kuai Liang, where is Bihan?
It's actually the original cryomancer who like passed down the cryomancy abilities through the Sub-Zero like family lineage.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of the ideas I had if this was a prequel. Like that
So it's
original
Frost.
cryomancer.
Just kidding.
It's Frost.
So wait, are you proposing that we add Noob to this? I mean, this Sub-Zero doesn't matter, it's an alternate timeline, but I do like the idea of having Noob on this roster.
I think Noob could really work. Put him as a maybe, in my opinion.
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah. Noob is so beloved. I think like people would not mind if he just returns again.
He's just so iconic, in my opinion. And he was like he literally got his own game. You know.
All right, so we've established that you guys hate Mexican Shao Kahn. My next question is, what about Nightwolf? Are you guys racist against?
I was gonna suggest Nightwolf maybe, but I feel like he just appeared in MK11.
What about female Nightwolf from the arcade ending?
That's what I was actually literally just about to suggest. I feel like we could have a really cool take on the Nightwolf mantle, like from his ending. But at the same time, I'm not 100% sold.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on Nightwolf. I've never
just
been a
got-
Nightwolf fan.
Ooh, okay. I mean, that's not too big of a deal in my opinion.
I'll put him down there, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
We decided on Triborg for the
robots.
Sindel, are we doing her? I think no.
I was thinking about her, but I think we already have Jared, so I think that's a pretty good like that part of the rep there for Ermac.
I don't know. I think Sindel could, if we had her, there could be interactions, and it could also undo some damage.
Yeah.
Are we doing the like bit more like the fan favorite Sindel, or we'll go with the twin Del as some people would say?
Yeah, I think we'd want to go back to
Sindel.
fan favorite Sindel. Yeah.
It's funny because she called Sindel, but I mean the real sin was making her twindel.
Stupid. What's up with the
That's pretty good.
Okay, so in my opinion now, I'm not going with any more of the MK11 or MKX characters. I don't think Aaron Black deserves to make it into another game in a row. So
Bye, Aaron Black. Bye.
Here, I think we've got Shujinko, Sindel, Nightwolf, Noob Saibot. My opinion, Rain still possibly deserves a spot.
And then there's also Hotaru, right?
And
You're
Hotaru,
pushing for him.
yes.
No.
For him.
Can you come on? Just imagine this. You
No.
have like a Chaos Realm and an Order Realm storyline. You
Like-
meet Hotaru and he's actually a badass.
Order Realm is boring. Like that's why nobody likes it. Everybody likes Chaos Realm because it's you got Havoc. Like that's
Funny
badass.
and interesting, yeah.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
The Order Realm is so
Boring.
like, into Order. It follows Order so much that it actually, I don't know, like pushes it too far. And that's one thing that I found.
Yeah.
really interesting.
I get the idea of that.
I would rather have Jackie than Hotaru.
Wow.
Whoa.
No, you take
Whoa.
that back.
Whoa. Whoa.
Were you trying to mic drop there and realize it was on a mound?
That bad? I don't know. I actually kind of like the idea. If the story had Order Realm, Chaos Realm shenanigans there, then Hotaru would make sense. Like I
think
agree with that.
Hotaru
aspect
was actually a
of it.
great choice, and FANTiM is just racist against Order Realm people.
Racist. Realmcist. These Realmcist stories.
All right, hold on, I'm gonna put him at the end as a maybe, but
Hey, I'll say this though, and this might be controversial. I take Hotaru a little bit over like Nightwolf, like
yeah,
in this
so
current
too.
roster that we currently have at least.
Agreed.
Definitely,
Oh, no,
definitely
I'm
have
not
to
even gonna.
push
I'm
the
not even
cool
gonna
factor though.
address that comment. Sorry. You want to stick Rain on the end there as well, and then we can decide between the final few.
I think
Really?
Rain's out.
No Rain.
Yeah, no,
No Rain.
I mean, I loved what they did with him, but he's had his moment to shine.
It's just he's got no story development.
There's nothing to develop.
No, that's not true.
He's done.
Like memes aside, like I'm going with actual. I'm trying to make a good game here.
Defenders of the Realm gave Rain more story than the Mortal Kombat video games.
Excuse me, have you not
Just
seen MKX's story?
Have you not seen Defenders of the Realm? He was betrothed to Katana.
I actually quite liked it. It was good. I loved
Oh,
it.
spoilers! Spoilers!
Oh, sorry. Oh no, Sonic hasn't watched yet.
Yeah, but that sounds fun. I'm excited for that.
Dave, we've decided that original characters will be separate from this roster list.
Yeah. So
yeah. I mean, like that's what they did with MK9. Really, they basically the whole roster except for Cyber Sub-Zero was like
And Scarlet.
the returning characters and stuff. Kind of doing that here in a way.
Scarlet, Quan Chi, and
Not the OC at least. I'm not kind of like. Oh wait,
Freddy Krueger.
was Quan Chi introduced in MK9? I don't think
no,
so.
no. But I just mean he wasn't part of the actual MK 1 to 3.
Yeah. Well, what I meant was like at least like returning characters.
Yeah.
Not just on MK1 and MK3. But Cyber Sub-Zero was original, right, from NRS, if I'm mistaken.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
That was a
So we're kind of
replacement
doing
for
that with
Cyborg
this
Smoke,
year.
right?
What'd you say? What was
That was a replacement.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Cyber
in the
Smoke.
story.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
right. That's what they did, yeah.
Ricky's on my side, by the way. Says he'd pick Hotaru over Jackie. Boom.
Oh wait, do
Hey,
I need to
man.
go back up and find the Jackie pro Jackie comments on here? I can throw
No,
them in there.
I'm good.
We have pro Jackie. We have Jackie defenders here. What's going? What?
We do. I love it. I mean, I don't love Jackie, but I love that there's fans out there.
It's very interesting.
I'm looking at this list that we have now, and I'm sorry if you're saying no to Rain. I gotta say no to Shujinko, and there's not much.
It's
You don't have a sorcerer. You don't.
we do. We have Ermac.
Ermac.
Ermac's not a sorcerer. He is a embodiment of souls.
He is literally a sorcerer ninja.
He is. He can't change into different people, and this version of Shujinko could, and it would be badass. It would be such an interesting.
Wait. So you're
story.
changing Shujinko's lore to make him
Yes.
fit your roster? What? No.
No.
You're making
'cause
Shujinko evil.
this is MKX lore for Shujinko. So it works.
It's actually a bit of an argument here. If we're talking about like shape-shifting shenanigans or character using other abilities and stuff like that, we've got Chameleon.
Yeah. Thank you.
How do I
Hey,
kickstart that?
I really love the potential of Shujinko too, but it's like if you just plop him in there, it's kind of weird without like. Shut up. Who's that? Who's that? GG Goonek guy? Shut up.
Shujinko for
Google
Kong.
Neck, I feel like you're saying all the characters that none of us want, which I love, by the way. Keep
There you
throwing
go.
them at us. Because you got Jackie
Or
and
Snake has
then you
entered
got
my
Quan Chi.
body. No Quan Chi.
See, MK Nash.
Now, to
gets
be
it.
fair, Quan Chi didn't make it into 11, but no, I'm not going down that route.
MK Nash says, make Shujinko go mad like Dark Raiden with his power, absorbing things being his go-to in gameplay. Like, that'd be cool. And
Like Shang Tsung.
yeah, but like, okay, Shang Tsung his gameplay doesn't work in Mortal Kombat 11 because even Mortal Kombat 9 not as well as it did in Mortal Kombat 2. But if you gave that same transitional gameplay to Shujinko, who could absorb a soul and switch into somebody real quick, like that would work. That's my opinion. But I think I'm outvoted on this one.
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to think of who would replace Shujinko. Oh gosh, am I really citing? Oh no, wait. At least Hotaru against Nightwolf, I think. But who will he replace Shujinko with then? Like
Rain.
Rain. What? No.
The thing, okay. I'm thinking if we're thinking of Rain, then maybe we should bring back like Katana or like the Melina argument, because like if we want a Dinya roster part here, basically.
Yeah,
well, I was actually going to suggest extending the two.
Extending the two? What does that mean?
What do you
FANTiM knows what I'm talking about.
Are you trying to give some more characters?
I'm trying to add two more roster spots.
Extending the two. Are you saying like making it like 1, 2,
a bigger two?
Not even a bigger two. We can make it a box. How's that sound? No, we're not doing that yet.
There's a reason why like Katana might not be in this game. Maybe this is the MK11 ending where Katana and Fire God Liu Kang rule the next realm. So that's why Katana's not in this game. Hey.
Yeah.
And then Jade can be the next like Queen of Adenia. Oh, yeah.
I can't believe this is such a delicate topic that we keep circling back to Katana.
But if that's the case, and if we are going with the fact that Katana is with Liu Kang at the Hourglass, then technically, are we going to have Sindel and Jared? Or is it just going to be Ermac without Sindel or Jared?
Well, the thing is, I think like Adenia characters really work in this roster because this is a prequel story and they live for thousands of years and stuff like that. That's why it makes so much sense for them to be in this story.
Like with Rain.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
The Rain push is very strong.
You didn't expect anything else, FANTiM. You knew this was coming the moment you chose this topic.
I before we even started this episode, I was like, we're not going to end up with Rain on this. I'm not going to allow that.
That's unfair. You're biased from the start.
There's no reason.
No, there's reason. You just don't like my reasons.
All right, hold on. Let me pull up Shujinko first, and I'm gonna put Hotaru.
I guess you might want to pull out like
Nightwolf.
Yeah.
Nightwolf, yeah.
Sorry, Nightwolf. Sorry. No disrespect.
Okay, so
would you look at that? One roster spot left for Rain. Oh, that's so good.
There's no
This is an easy roster for me. I got my Reptile and Ermac in this already. I'm very happy. Actually, I thought we were gonna do something like, who are your top 5 like most wanted characters? All 5 of mine are already in here, so I'm just chilling. I'm just
we gotta take one out then.
Ooh. Bring the raging.
Okay, I honestly think Cassie Kane should go in the spot.
No, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
Solves your issue
with Takeda doesn't make sense, honestly.
Wait, Takeda's perfect. You leave Takeda.
No, I mean like in this prequel story. Like Takeda doesn't make sense. That's why Cassie can also be here. That's what I'm arguing for you, FANTiM. There you go.
Thank you. See,
no, I'm against Cassie so bad.
It replaces 2 characters. You replace Johnny. You replace, and some people do like her because I don't know, they do.
I have an even better idea.
Like she has a pretty big fan base. I'm pretty sure out there.
Hey.
Yeah.
I have an even better idea to do with fans.
What are you guys talking about? See, GGG Nick has a kind of a good opinion there.
No,
you know how,
this one.
How Katana took Jade's staff and then Melina's sai.
Where are we going with this?
Why don't we have Melina taking Katana's fans?
Oh, that would be so funny.
Oh my gosh. I think you're gonna enrage
You know what?
some
Honestly,
people in our chat.
there is an argument to be made to not have Katana back because we already have a Win user, which is Fujin. Because Katana has
Yes.
some Win
Yeah.
shenanigans and stuff.
and our
I mean, this is a
Vorpax
very
character.
limited roster.
We're making
No,
Vorpax too.
in all seriousness, I don't think Cassie fits in here. I really don't. I
Right,
would
that's why
think,
you don't like guns. Some people like
yeah,
guns.
no, but it's not just that. It's the character itself just doesn't seem like she fits with the rest of the roster here. And sadly, I might even say the same about Takeda. I would actually argue that Kenshi might make more sense, or an ancestor of theirs.
Oh,
But if we're
Well,
going with that logic, my
You're
opinion.
taking out Earthrealmers. We need to represent Earthrealm.
No, we don't.
This is
Earthrealm
Mortal
has
Kombat.
so much representation over the past how many games, bro.
I mean, that's because it started off as only Earthrealm warriors. Now you don't have any. This is
We have.
well, we got
No,
the Great Kung Lao,
We've
which is
got
the main character, basically.
We've got Triborg, technically. He counts. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
he counts. We have.
Is Tremor human?
Yeah. No, he's Outworld. He's from Outworld, I would argue.
Oh, okay.
oh, he's from
I
Nightmare
mean, we got
Realm or
Sub-Zero
whatever.
and
No, he goes to
Scorpion.
the Dream Realm.
Oh,
But I'm pretty sure he's originally an Outworlder. Not 100% sure, though. I need to check about that. But, so we've got, in terms of Earthrealmers, Great Kung Lao and Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Bihan, although you can argue that the Cryomancers are technically originating from Was that
Oh wait,
one?
Adinia, right? From Underground.
Adenia. Yep. So I think we have enough Earthrealmers there. Oh, also Thomas Rabada. Smoke.
And oh, sorry,
yeah.
that's not Shujinko, that's Otaru.
So
I do have that white hair.
I think, I don't know. My opinion is Cassie gets replaced by either.
Rain?
no face.
No Face is a great idea. I do like that idea.
What
I
the
like
heck?
again-
No face. As a pyro freak with mines.
Could work.
That
but
would be
then
a
we do
surprise
have Triborg
pick.
with the flamethrower gameplay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, like a pure flamethrower, like maniac-y kind of an idea for no face. That'd be kind of cute. That'd be kind of cute.
And that would kind of replace Aaron Black too as that guy that does stuff. Like
I feel like
face.
Black Dragon just needs to be dropped this time. I really do.
oh,
And we
you
already
think-
have
okay,
Tremor
you think of the-
anyway.
But maybe no face is just a rogue, like crazy pyromancer.
I know, but I mean just in terms of actual ties, right? So you have Tremor already and No Face. Tremor is technically not part of the Black Dragon anymore, yes. And then you have No Face, who is technically part of the Black Dragon, but they still have those ties to it. I don't know, like, for me, I would love to see Chrome, by the way. Chrome would be amazing, but we've already had confirmation that will never happen, apparently.
Yeah, I do like the idea of Chrome.
Who is Chrome? I kind of forgot about Chrome.
Fan-made,
Yeah.
fan-designed sort of character. He's pretty much like the white ninja in terms of white outfit.
Oh.
And he uses...
Okay, well, to be fair, like Scarlet was always just a concept, like just the red female ninja, and she became
Scarlet
a
was
thing.
more
in
of okay. So Scarlet was similar to Ermac in their origin, in the sense that Rutu. I can't even finish my sentence.
Sorry,
I'm
the
down
chat
for
just-
Rutu. I'm so down for Rutu. Okay, so Ermac and Scarlet pretty much came up with a glitch. I think it was an MK2, where
Yeah.
the characters would turn up as red palettes instead, right? So that kind of makes sense. But the problem with Chrome is that a fan has designed Chrome, so they could run into copyright issues.
Oh,
okay.
Is that? I didn't realize that's why we never got Chrome.
I'm pretty sure that is the main reason.
That makes
honestly.
sense.
And
Okay.
He's basically a T1000 ninja, like think Terminator 2, like chrome body that turns into knives and stuff.
Oh, that's
It's
another
such a cool concept. Think prototype, but instead of the bio weapon, he's metal. He can shift his limbs into metal. It's really cool.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound pretty cool.
I love the idea of Rutu. I swear, I'm laughing so hard at this, but it would be so funny.
Wait, what's Rutu? Who's Rutu?
I'm gonna send it to you. Hold on.
Oh no, is it a meme?
He actually appears in the challenge tower, by the way. In MK9.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
All right, let me see what we got.
What?
Pull Root 2 up
Root 2
for people who don't know it on
Yeah.
the stream. Oh, God. I would love Root 2. It'd be so funny.
What a random character. It's like such a
Thank you,
random-
Dave Savage. I love this suggestion.
Oh, apparently he shows up. He showed up in Sheldon Monks.
No, so
No. Similar to Sheldon Monks.
yeah,
Okay.
similar. Yeah. Show the desert image. Scroll down.
Yeah, let me zoom out.
There.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is Route 2.
So basically, like one of Noob Saibot's clone just like ran away or something.
I think GGG Nux comment sums up the best.
That's the best one. The best one.
Just question mark.
Belloc is not a bad suggestion.
Who is Belloc? I don't remember Belloc.
Cut from MK Gold.
Oh,
That sounds familiar.
That's right. Yeah, that would be cool. I like that idea. Kind of.
But I'm pretty sure Belloc pretty much became like he would be too similar to Shinnok, in my opinion.
Ah.
But
Well, I mean, we
Shinnok.
don't have Shinnok here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean as a
Same
character
thing.
as a whole, like literally, like it just feels like. Yeah, I'll send you a. 1 second.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me put him up. Was Belloc
you got
and
it?
the demon the same character?
The demon.
The demon. Wasn't there a character called the demon?
Here's
The
Belloc.
demon. Check out Belloc.
All right. So here's some pictures of Belloc.
Do you see what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
he's like Shinnok, but more devilly. And if that's great idea, guys! Great idea.
Who?
Lucifer.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about that because of like you mentioned Belloc too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucifer does exist in the MK franchise.
But then again, that would mean that this is way before Shinnok has defeated him.
Ah, I
it's
guess
a new
so.
timeline. I mean,
Mm.
if King Kano can be out there, so can Lucifer.
But then again, I don't know. Going with Lucifer feels a bit too generic, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
I also feel like if it's Lucifer, that would be one of the final bosses, and we've already got like 2 up there
Yeah,
as
that's
a
true.
Yeah.
contender.
I like our 2 final bosses.
What about Kai?
Shoot, who's Kai? I felt it sounds familiar.
Kai?
I can't believe I forgot about.
Yeah, I like Kai. I think that would be a good replacement for Liu Kang.
How about me?
Yanni, we're putting Yanni in the game.
Meat?
Oh,
No,
me.
not me. I didn't mean. How about me? I'm like, whoa, this is confidence coming up here.
I'm already in there. I'm brain.
I took karate
Oh,
when I
yeah.
was 9. I can do it.
Oh, Meat's a funny character actually. I love the theory back when MK9 came out. It's like, oh, you see that like body on like the altar? It's like that's Meat. Meat's gonna be DLC, guys. Meat right there.
Oh yeah.
Gugunek. I'm calling it Gugunek because it just makes the most sense. But replacing Sindel with Tanya or Kitana, I would like Tanya. I think we've chosen Sindel because it makes more sense with this whole roster. Because we're assuming that Ermac is partly Jared in some way.
Good
and
guy,
we're-
Sindel, by the
we're
way.
going back in time. So Sindel, Kitana makes more sense to start with Sindel than Kitana, right? Sorry, Sonic, what was that?
No, I just
Good
said
guy.
good guy Sindel. Good guy.
Oh,
Sindel.
good guy, Sindel, yes.
And then we also got our Vorpax up there, who is kind of can replace some of these female ninjas.
I got a question about War. You see, she's called Warpax.
Vorpax.
Vorpax.
Oh, Vorpax. Yeah. How would she play? Like, what's her moveset?
It's kind of spoilery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's kind of spoilery.
Okay, geez.
Let me see if I can
Well, she
find a way.
does- So she
If I can
does
find-
have.
Good way to sort of describe her without ruining it.
Katana's fan says, "Do you see any depth to Tanya's character?"
Oh yeah. What a depth.
Yeah, a little bit. She's one of those bit of like a bit of a Shang Tsung-y kind of like, oh, should I trust her? I'm not too sure. And
Yeah.
there's also the aspect of like recently with her and like Melina and that stuff.
Hmm.
Okay, the best way to sort of say Vorpax's abilities without spoiling it. So she technically doesn't have real supernatural combat abilities, but
Okay.
her character has some kind of ability which could definitely be spun in such a way which could be used as a supernatural ability.
Okay.
This will make a lot more sense when you watch Conquest.
Okay. So they could be
Yep.
creative with her. Okay.
Yeah, I think Vorpax could really work. My opinion for the No Face spot, my opinion of the 3 characters to replace No Face with are either, obviously I have Rain up
3
there,
characters.
I have Ashra, and I
Ah.
have, I guess Kai was the other option. No, was it Kai? It was...
I thought it was meat.
Maybe not. Yeah, I'd say either Ashra or Rain, to be honest. Those would make the most sense to me.
Jeez.
I wouldn't mind Tanya.
I would like to see Kai.
Goodness
The only thing is
gracious! I
how-
completely
how
forgot
Kai
about
could be.
who Kai was until I just searched him up. I'm like, yeah, there are some 3D characters where I'm just like, oh yeah, that exists. That's right. Kai just like popped back into my head. Like, oh my gosh, that's right. Kai is a character.
I've got to ask though, why Kai over Ashra? What do you have against Ashra? I'm very curious.
She was just bulky when you played her.
What?
I mean, of course, everybody in Mortal Kombat 4 was, but
What? No. Wait, what? Ashra.
yeah, with the hat,
That's
a big white hat, right?
Bulky?
That's not MK4, dude.
Asha.
That's Deception.
Deception.
Now, the reason I'm pushing Ashra so hard is because she would work very well with Nitara in the roster too, because they are,
Tara, yeah,
with the Datusha, with her dagger.
with her sword, yeah.
Wait, was it the Datusha?
I mean,
I forgot what it's called.
Let me
let's
see
go
if I can
bulky.
find it.
Look at her.
What do you mean bulky? What is this as a reason?
They're obviously gonna redesign her. I mean, like make her like
Like, I don't know what this FANTiM comes up
very
with
weird.
random reasons. I swear.
weird reasoning too. Bulky, like what?
Yeah, it's the Datusha. Yeah. So the Datusha is a dagger which is sort of, it's convinced Ashra to go around killing demons to purify it, and specifically, the Moroi, the vampires.
Yeah.
Although she does try to get Noob Saibot and completely fails at that. But I think she would work very well with Natara on the roster too.
Okay,
Oh, actually, Ashra's character is very interesting in the aspect that I actually think she kind of reminds me of what a interesting. Well, I mean, she's not Order Realm, but what if she was an Order Realm character would do? Because she's like, I'm doing this because I'm an evil demon, and I must like slaughter a bunch of like these vampires who may or may not be probably are innocent in this case because she thinks they're evil and they're demons. But and I don't want to be that, which is like in her way it's right, but then like is it right? You know, that's always been like one of those things that kind of interests me about Ashra's character. It's like she's not really a good guy if you really think about it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
she
And
represents the light side.
that's such an interesting thing because she has such a light, color-coded design. She's the whole white and gold representing purity. Her abilities really seem like, I think one of her abilities in MK Deception was literally called Heavenly Light.
Oh.
It was so interesting because she's actually a demon.
okay, I'll give you Ashra or Hotaru.
Ooh. Actually, wait, hang on a second. I wouldn't mind actually switching out No Face for Ashra.
Yeah,
That way we
that's
would
what I'm
have like
thinking. I don't think No
Hotaru
Face
Havoc.
works.
The what do you call it? Hotaru Havoc, and then Ashra Natara like dynamic there.
Well, we do got Natara in here too.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Ashra makes the most sense. Like,
I don't like it.
One thing I gotta say,
The more I think about it, I actually do like it though. I actually do like it.
you gotta give reasons for why you're not picking characters. Because so far your reasoning It's very lacking.
Have you seen her hat?
It's
Do
cool.
you like Raiden? Do you like Raiden?
It's different.
It's cool. Asha's hat makes her unique. Makes her stand out.
Agree.
She's boring. Hotaru is boring too. That's why I
You
said I'll
didn't
give
even
you
know
one
who
or
she
the other.
was.
No, I did. She's the
NRS
bulky
treatment.
one with the hat.
NRS treatment. Give her the NRS treatment. She'll be more interesting that way.
give her the Lee May treatment.
See, MK Nash says it exactly the way I'm thinking. Havoc needs Hotaru. Ashura needs Nitara.
Yeah, that's hard to argue with. Actually,
I do like that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, nah. I kind of like that.
That's
idea
why,
of the roster,
in my
yeah.
opinion, the only person who is actually the odd one out on this roster right now, and I don't want to say this because I really like the character, is
It's
Takeda.
Takeda.
yep. But we're keeping him because he's the best thing
Just-
to come out of.
Just because why not? If I would say if we had to replace like Takeda, like, but we're not. I'm just saying if we had to, it'd probably be one of the other Adenia characters that we tried to like Katana Mali in the rain. Rain, yeah, one of those.
No,
But yeah,
because
I think
okay, you want fans to come back from every incarnation of Mortal Kombat, and MKX Takeda is the fan favorite. So
that is true.
No, but that's not a good reason in my opinion. The reason should be based on the actual roster list and the story itself, not just to bring people back. You know, you got to go with what's requested
What works.
or what people want. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna push this. I'm not saying this to make you put him in there, but it's just my example. Rain, for example, was being requested like crazy, nonstop, and look what happened. DLC, twice in a row. One in a row, but you get me. Like,
Yep, he had his moment. You're right. That's why he's done, Yani.
I'm not saying this to make you put Rain in there. I'm just trying to explain to you why I don't think that your reasoning is fair to the characters that we have here.
Yeah. I don't.
Takeda is really just the odd ones out, but like he's just in there because it's like, oh, people want to see him. Like that's the
He has to be.
that
He's
is
the
the
only.
reasoning here. Unless we're gonna go with that like alternate universe, where just he's just well. Now that I think about it, Takeda has a lot of technology in his moveset, and if this is taking
come back
place,
to
like, I don't know, in the 15th century or something, yeah, that's why I kind of suggested like if Takeda or Kunjun would be in the game, they'd be like a time traveling or alternate universe, like like a DLC shenanigan. That's kind of how I would imagine it.
Jigugu next makes a good point that how does Cyber Lin Kuei work? Then if we're
Something just
saying
answered that, in my opinion.
huh? Oh
Something
no,
like-
I mean like I think Takeda can work as much as Cyber Lin Kuei.
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
Alternate reality.
Mm.
Also, we got a super chat from Katana's fans who says they for sure. And by the way, thank you for
so
that.
much.
Thank you.
They say they for sure need
Thank you,
to get
Realm
rid of the chapter system.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be
Bring back
fixed.
conquest mode.
Bring back Conquest, exactly.
Do
Deception Story was the
conquest mode
best,
again.
Approach.
Street
That'd be
Fighter 6 is taking this advice. Bring back conquest mode.
Yeah.
No Face is
okay.
pre-Black Dragon before Kano had his middle eye. I mean, it's still tied to the Black Dragon, regardless, in my opinion.
Look, it's No Face. We don't care about him. Sorry.
It has no face.
Sorry, it's no Face was only kind of interesting because they remembered him in Snowblind. That's why Snowface is kind of interesting.
I'm glad that Jeremy put No Face in there. That was such a good addition.
Yeah.
I was like, who is that? Like, nobody would really know that until people in the comments, like obscure, like Special Forces fans, be like, "That's actually No Face." Like, oh, interesting. Okay.
Well,
I do like that.
including, like,
Yeah.
Cobra and Kira in there.
I can't believe I'm accepting a roster
Yeah.
without Rain. I can't do this. No, I can't. I can't.
Don't worry, he'll be DLC. Don't worry about it.
No, he's not. Not again.
He's always DLC.
Not again.
It works. That's where he belongs.
He'll either be DLC or he won't be playable, but he will be in the story.
All right, I'm gonna hide the chat for a minute so we can take a look at this on the big screen so everybody can see what we got.
Hey, look at this. Got the roster. It definitely is a very interesting roster.
Yeah, we got Scorpion, Sub-Zero, the Great Kung Lao. We got Havoc, Serena. We have King Jared's version of Ermac. We got Reiko, Serena, Vorpax, Triborg, which can encompass any of the ninjas, even Hydra. We're thinking.
Yeah.
Tremor, Fujin. That's Fujin, right?
That's
That is
Fujin.
Fujin.
Okay.
Yep,
And then we
Smoke.
got Smoke, Kentaro, Takeda, Hotaru, Sindel, and somebody who looks bulky. And then we got Ashra. Then we got
Timo
New
Raiden,
Cybot,
Timo Raiden.
Chameleon, and Reptile. So
I like how we just settled on Chameleon and Reptile without bringing them up again.
I,
It just
I
makes sense.
yeah, the more we
Awesome idea.
left them there, the more it worked. It was like,
Yeah.
this is good.
I think like half of this roster will definitely happen, but like I feel like the other half is just like only one or
That's not
two
what
of them
we're
will be
getting.
in there. But like if any of those are
Right.
picked, we'll be like, oh my gosh, Natara, oh my gosh, Chameleon, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. The only people we're gonna actually get from this roster is Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, I think Reptile and Ermac like 99%. Like they have to be in the next game.
That'd be cool. Oh, by the way, I
say
love
that,
our
We haven't had
process.
Smoke, right?
Do what?
He says like Ermac and Reptile have to be in the next game, but then look what happened with Smoke.
Oh yeah.
Smoke is the exception that proves the rules. What's the word?
I mean,
that's saying.
Smoke and Rain, of course, it's my favorites every single time.
Well, at
That's
least
why
Rain
they're
did
your
return for 2 games out of the NetherRealm stuff. Smoke is the one that's just like, oh, he got left out on MK11. Like what?
Like,
You would expect him to show up again. Like it's one of those. They like to do that kind of like, you're in this, you're not in this, you're not, you won't be in the next game, kind of a rule, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And Smoke really was the only one that kind of like broke the exception that I could think of out of the fan favorites.
I gotta say, this is an amazing roster. Like, we are not getting this 100%.
Oh, for sure.
Nowhere
That's what I
near
meant. Like, yeah, half. I would expect half of these would be right.
That would be amazing.
You
I
think
really don't
half?
think we'll get half.
Yeah, I'd say some of them have a really great chance. At least like half.
FANTiM, you need to screenshot this roster so we can have it for later, as MK Nash was saying.
And don't forget Motaro and Onaga as the final boss and sub boss.
Yes, which is a great choice in my opinion. I love it.
I do like that.
Oh, actually, I just thought about it. Like, probably I was like saying half right, and then the other half will probably be like 1 or 2 characters in here, and then original characters. Like they're gonna have to make a lot of original characters, right? I would assume.
I don't know if they'll. I think they'll do guest characters before they do original characters. Like honestly,
Not in the main
No.
roster.
Not
in
not in the
fully
main roster.
believe-
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They will
Yeah,
do new characters. They will do new characters 100%.
Although,
Okay.
even though we do kind of don't want the guest characters, what guest characters would you guys like want to see if they
Alex
had-
Mercer
if they picked
prototype.
one? Who?
Alex
Yeah,
Mercer
okay, so-
prototype.
As MK Nash says,
Oh,
everybody name
okay.
3 DLC from each of us.
MK characters or guest? Please say MK.
I don't know. Like,
Um,
that's the thing, though. How about let's say at least one guest character? And
Okay,
then, I
one
guess
guest characters and 2 MK.
Sure,
or
sure,
one
yeah, I
movie.
think that could be fun.
Let's do 1 and 2. Okay. Yanni, you go first. I'm sure
No,
you
no,
already
no.
know.
Okay,
I'll
Rain.
I'll go after.
No, you don't want Rain as a DLC though.
Sonic, after you.
Oh shoot! Like I said, like I already got kind of like my favorites here.
That makes your choices even better because now it's just like, oh, I don't mind this person, blah blah blah.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of like, I'm not too sure here. I'll say my guest character first, though. The one that was supposed to be an MK11, Ash Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I actually just recently like rewatched the Evil Dead like franchise, all 3 movies, and I'm like, okay, this can work. Like this crazy ass movies can really make this character like work as a fun like crazy character. I can see it happening.
Well, if you watch the TV
Now-
show too, it works really well.
Nah. The Ash Returns ones or
The Ash versus Evil Dead.
okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So, Ash Williams?
jeez. Gotta think of 3 DLC characters. I'm gonna have to pass it on to somebody else here. I gotta think about it.
Okay,
I've already got one.
Okay, I'll name my. I can only think of like one right now. Okay, so for my DLC Mortal Kombat character, I want to see Great Kung Lao as playable again because I think that was like
what are you
He's
talking
on the
about?
list.
What? Huh? What?
He's literally on the list. He's the third character we picked.
He's below Sub-Zero.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say Fire God Liu Kang.
Okay. That's very different.
Yeah.
That's very different.
I would like to see Fire God Liu Kang playable again as a DLC, just because it was a fun version of Liu Kang, I thought. So
I do think if they make him very, very different, though, like make him really, really different, like actually play with the electric element of it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, exactly. Make him more of a cross between Raiden and Liu Kang. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Let's see, Yanni. How about you name one, and then we'll circle back around.
You already know my pick.
Rain.
Even if it's DLC, you can still pick.
I will take Rain however I can.
Yeah.
I got one. I wouldn't necessarily say like they're my favorite, but like I think it'd be kind of cute to have them as a DLC. Ferrotor.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, they're Outworld. They could show up and stuff like that. And as DLC, I think it's not too shabby. Just like I don't think they do too much in the story, so that's why DLC could work. And also like Ferrotor, got a soft spot for them in my heart. They constantly show up in my videos as memes in a way.
Tim, you next.
Let's see. For I just had another Mortal Kombat character. I lost it. You'll have to come back to me. Sorry.
We're going 3 each, right?
We gotta try.
I say we do. I say we do 2 Mortal Kombats and 1.
Yeah, 2 Mortal Kombat, 1 guest, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, my guest would be, as I mentioned, Alex Mercer from Prototype. You want to
Fair
pull that
enough.
up? Maybe?
Second.
Oh yeah. That was the first Prototype game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he appears in the second anyway, so it doesn't matter which one you search.
It was this dude.
That
Everybody.
guy. Yeah, I love how you picked like the
Ooh,
Sure.
pretty sick. Slick using looking character.
So he's cool because he is pretty much like combining with this sort of virus thing. Like it, as you can see from his arm, he can his body is like a bioweapon at this point. It's really cool.
Yeah, he works. No, there's a
Very,
lot
very
of
Mortal
people that-
Kombat in my opinion. Very
I
Mortal
think so.
Kombat.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, I got my other Mortal Kombat character. It's gonna be Shujinko.
Shujinko.
Oh, okay, you took that one. Good. I'll let you have that one then. I was thinking about him, but like, okay, consider him. But the Shang Tsung idea, right? The soul sucking Shujinko idea, right?
Right.
Go. Okay, then. I think I can round this up with the other idea that I had. Oh wait, shoot, what was it? My brain farted. I completely forgot who it was.
Oh.
I
got my guest character.
Okay, you go first then.
Did you guys ever watch or ever read the anime Guyver?
Guyver. Not too sure.
Yeah, they even made a live action version of it. In
Do you want to
the
put up
90s.
the chat, by the way?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me throw that back up here. There's a lot of
Guyver. Interesting.
Ooh, I like the Rain from Blood Rain choice. That's a nice one from MK Nash.
Guyver was this basically got this alien orb on it. It was super ultra violent and bloody and gory, and yeah, it's would be a great character.
So this is an anime?
Yeah, it was did anime, they did manga, they did a American live action movie like on Sci-Fi Channel.
How bad was
So
Very cool.
oh, it was so bad. It was great.
I'm gonna check this out. This looks awesome.
Yeah, and like there's like actually fatalities in it basically because he kills these other alien things and like does it with his Guyver suit, and yeah, check it out. Oh,
Alright,
I'm
very
surprised
cool.
how much of the chat is all for Guyver. That's cool.
Yeah. I do like that I'm seeing Rain in the chat. Blood Rain.
Dang it! I can't. I had one and I actually forgot about him. Jeez. I was like, oh, this could be a great character. Rounding up, and I was like, oh, now I forgot about. Oh, I remember now. I actually remember now. Okay. I'll be nice to Takeda. So my final pick is Kunjin. That way we can round up the returning Combat Kid characters. And yeah, there you go.
That's cool. Good choice, actually.
Oh, jeez, I can't believe 2 of my characters are NetherRealm, Ferrotor, and Kunjin. Wasn't expecting that, but like I said, all the characters I wanted is basically in this roster already. So I'm already happy with it.
All right, Yanni, I think you got one more.
Yeah, I don't think any of you are going to see this one coming. Here, you can bring this one up as I say it.
Okay, hold on.
I choose
Oh,
Tasia.
wait. Tasia. Oh, wait, what? Who?
Oh,
You guys wanted Black Dragon. Here you go.
I was thinking you were saying Taja.
No, Taja would be cool, but Tasia.
Who's this? She's from the comic
So
books?
she's a Black Dragon member from Special Forces, but she does appear in the MKX comics, and she can pretty much like teleport.
oh yeah.
I think that
She
if
was
she
one of
got
those
like this
returning
sort of
characters in
Scarlet
the.
treatment, it'd be really cool.
Yeah. She was like, I remember there was like that one in the comic page. It was like the Black Dragon are here, and you see like Kano and Tremor, and also her, and another one that I forgot.
I'm surprised we didn't get anybody from the Malibu Comics Special Forces. I don't remember any of them, but
No, what was Johnny Cage's bodyguard called again?
oh, Bo would be awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow. Eddie Herta. Firstly, this is the Realm Kast, by the way. But we have actually picked Ermac as Jared. So Jared is a part of Ermac, and that's why we have Sindel in there for their interactions.
Another cast.
They're cool.
Just,
We like the Nethercast. They're cool.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. So with
that's
that,
our
this is our roster, and
Woo!
21
21 characters.
What do you
We
all
did
think
it.
of the roster? I'm curious to hear everybody's thoughts because I noticed
I'm
a
very
few
curious,
people
yeah.
dropped off the messaging when we dropped Katana.
they did. They really did.
I think it has a lot of fan favorites, but there is a lot of like staples that are just like not there, and I think that's going to be the controversial part about it.
That's what I think MK needs to be like, actually, because it needs to be more cutthroat with the roster choices. Katana's fans, I'm 100% down for rock heavy metal. For me, Mortal Kombat is rock metal. I still remember Adema,
Yeah.
Immortal, etc. I mean, if you look at MK9 with the armory theme, all that, like for me, that's Mortal Kombat. Not rap can work.
Who are the?
Hip hop
Oh,
can-
the Immortals, right? They were the ones saying the Deadly Alliance.
The Immortals were for the movies, but Immortal
okay,
the
okay.
song was by Adema, a metal band.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like Mortal Kombat, the movie soundtrack with Typo Negative and KMFDM, and which was like hard electronic, not like the techno and stuff. Like, yeah, it was
Rock,
cool. I missed
metal,
that stuff.
hard electronic stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. I'm totally down for that.
Yeah.
Like not MKX announcement trailer
Generic.
music. Not MK11. Oh my god, the
superhero
MK11
movie.
No, the MK11 announcement cinematic. That music was no.
I was thinking about like one of the release trailers where they played the classic MK music kind of remix with the cutscenes.
That
I know
was,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Was that for Aftermath or Ultimate or something?
No, that was M11. That was just 11.
Really? Okay. All right then. No,
That
I'm
one I
talking
liked.
about the
That
one
one was
where
fun.
where you've got Raiden and Scorpion fighting, and then Raiden
With the
gets
rapping.
Scorpion, and then other Scorpion turns up.
Yeah, that one.
Tara.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
MK Nash says MK12 soundtrack featuring Triple Red, Bad Bunny, Shakira,
Bad Bunny,
and Sam
Shakira. Hey man, Scorpion's hips do not lie.
It's gonna. The credits are gonna be played by Ed Sheeran.
Is that a Pokemon reference?
Yeah, yes.
All right, Sonic, I think you got something else for us. What do you got on the
Oh,
agenda?
okay. I'll try to keep this quick because we've been going on for a very. Oh my gosh, we've almost.
Wow,
gone
we
3
went on
hours.
for a while. I didn't even realize.
Wow. Okay, I'll try to keep this quick. I was actually going to DM you guys about this news because I thought it'd be something interesting that I'd like to tell you guys. So I my video topics are usually like I like to kind of like poke fun at some of the MK story mode shenanigans and stuff like that. And and then like so that's why I kind of like did like my most famous series is the MK11 like Sucks series, where I like kind of like take characters and like look at what they do in the story mode, and I kind of like just say poke fun of them and like do haha and stuff. And it's kind of recently branched out to movies, so I've been doing a lot of the like the recent MK movies, the '95 movie, the Legend series, and stuff like that. And in my newest video, which is going to be the Mortal Kombat Snowblind video, which, by the way, I titled it "Doesn't Suck" because I actually don't think the Snowblind movie sucks. So I'm gonna actually be like praising it, doing a pretty good review of it. The special thing I'd like to announce in that over here is that the Realm Kast is heavily featured in that video that I'll be releasing in like this Saturday.
I am so excited. Actually, I sent this. You released a trailer recently. I sent it to Yani. I was like, "Look at this!
I love it.
This is hilarious! I can't wait."
Thanks. Yeah, you guys were in the trailer too. I put some of the scenes and stuff.
My favorite part from the trailer is when I'm reading through the chat comments and I'm like, SonicHaXD.
Yeah. And do a little animation. But yeah, the two interviews you did with Jeremy Adams, I'll be using it like very, very thoroughly throughout my review when explaining some stuff or like just showcasing some interesting behind the scenes. And honestly, in my opinion, like because when you guys are doing the interview, I also like that was like kind of like the one time I also like woke up very early. That last time I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to like catch the live stream and stuff like that. That live stream, in my opinion, was in all the interviews and like commentaries I looked at, probably the best and most informative out of everything that we've gotten. Like all the questions that you guys like asked and like chatted about. So like I really appreciate you guys doing it with Jeremy Adams and stuff.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's really nice of you. Thank you.
I personally, I was like, because you guys were chatting and you're thinking, okay, we're not spoiling too much or like not trying to get you in trouble with the things that you're talking about. And when I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like so many info about the movie that I never knew about. It's like insane.
See, one thing we always do try to make sure of is because yes, of course we're there to get we want to ask questions, we want to get information for the fans and everything, and for ourselves, etc. But you know, we want to be friendly and respect our guests too. So what they can share, we'll ask. If they can't, it's no problem. They can just say so. But we're gonna ask.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the announcement I want to make. Just basically, like you guys are featured in the upcoming Snowblind video. So yeah.
Well, awesome! I can't wait to see it.
And
for anybody who doesn't watch, you need to check this out. His channel. I'm gonna pull up the trailer real quick if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, totally fine. It's every time whenever I release like one of these big projects, I will do these out of context kind of like trailers, where I literally just put like things that really don't make a lot of sense, just to jam into like something funny. And I always save the best stuff out of the trailer. Like I always try my best to not spoil like the things that I really like worked for and stuff like that.
So that's out this Saturday, right?
Yes, it's nice. I think about like 30 hours from now, I'm gonna premiere it.
All right.
Oh, cool. and just a heads up though, for some reason, like my video length is I don't know why I keep doing this, but like I started off making like my Total Con Sucks video, which was the one that really blew up at first. That was 10 minutes, and then like kind of shortened it to like 5 or 4 minutes, like, and then it kind of became like 15 or something. Like okay, that's kind of long for me, and then like. When I started talking about the movies, I talked about the whole entire movie, and that became, on average, an hour for the whole entire video. And this video is my longest, which really shocked me, because I feel like, Snowblind, relatively small movie, relatively like small scale story. Like I have way more to say about like the 2021 movie, maybe, or even the other Legends movies. Like I'm sure I won't talk too much about it. It's an hour and 40 minutes.
Wow, oh my gosh.
Like
I'm excited.
What happened? How did I make it so long? But I do try to keep it like very entertaining and like try to like the video will showcase like reactions and like all sorts of behind the scenes stuff. So I hope it will still be enjoyable like throughout, even though it's that long.
All right, well, so Sonic, do you want to play this whole thing, or should I just play a clip of it?
Yeah, sure.
It's only
You
2
can play
minutes.
the whole thing. I don't really mind.
I
Yeah,
don't want to take away from your channel, but this is great.
no problem. No problem.
Kenshi isn't dead, just blinded.
Yeah, good luck, yes, Sub-Zero. You're totally gonna outrun this motorized vehicle with your mule.
Reference slam.
Hot lean.
Tremor grabs Kenshi with his magma rock hands. The higher-ups at Warner Bros.
And welcome Jeremy.
Like, why?
I had to double up the KK in a wheelchair sensor bar.
Did you just accidentally reveal Noob Sidebot?
I have come.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Okay, so next question comes from SonicHaXD.
But Sonic.
And Faramir from Lord of the Rings.
Kodo shows up on the wheelchair.
I hate Chronica.
Lion King!
Who demolishes Shant's son.
Quit me, boy. I will rip you apart.
She has to live long enough for all the Rule 34 art.
Scorpion being chased with Ermac, you know, all that stuff was a little
With
long.
Ermac too.
This is going in your butt cheek, son.
Please, Elder Gods, no.
Like a really old, like, Haggerty version of Scarlet just wobbles it.
It's time for you to look.
I love this part.
I'm very excited to let you guys see the whole thing. That part of it. Oh my gosh!
There's nothing you can do to stop him.
Those don't matter. The only thing that matters is this chicken!
By the way, if you want to see this video
Oh,
early,
this is just like a
then
little
you-
preview at the end. You don't need to see this part, but yeah. Yeah, looking back on this trailer, it's like a lot of things like they don't happen like in that order. Like when you say like the with Ermac too, it's like no, we don't make the reaction ooh part. That's like our reaction in the movie, but I just use it in the trailer.
I love it. The Laura asked about the 3D figure of Kotal again.
Right here.
Custom made special KK wheelchair. It's just, I mean, it's a Xavier like wheelchair with the protocol model like put on here. It's funny. I've actually had this model here for so long that like this part which should be like this is like already like flattened down here. I just letting him sit on the wheelchair. So that's it. Very fitting. Very fitting.
I just saw that Dave Savage had to go. If you're still in there, it was good having you, man. We'll catch up soon.
Yeah, it's been great having all of our guests. You guys, I'm dying right now.
It's the Iroh. It's the Iroh part that gets me.
I'm looking very forward to let you guys see the whole thing because that part, like, I hold his whole entire speech in that style, and I think it fits so well. I think it was I think like one of like $200 or something was like you got to do an Uncle Iroh speech thing, and I was like, I'll
That's
try.
exactly
Like,
what was going through my head there as well when I watched the actual movie. So it's perfect that you used it.
Yeah.
Every time I watch that trailer, I see something new. Like I saw an Among Us toy this time. Like, what is happening?
I put the Among Us doll for like avoiding spoilers at that scene. So I was like, oh, because I'm like when I talk about the scene, I'm like, oh, the when the twist happens and I show that it's like the Among Us doll. So I don't really show the scene yet in the video.
Yeah.
As I use the Among Us doll.
Got a lot of good stuff to look forward to then.
Thanks.
Well, Sonic, thank you so much for joining us on the Soul Stream. It's been so fun chatting with you and with everybody.
Hilarious. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I love it.
Same. Yeah, I had a great time. It's been really really pleasant. I've always watched a lot of your podcasts. I was really happy to be able to finally be on one.
That's been fun. A lot of fun.
Well, thank you, Sonic, as well. And thank you to all of our listeners, too. I see everybody's enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun to do, not just with Sonic making us laugh the entire time, but also just, picking the roster and everything. It's been great.
Indeed,
let us know what you all think of our roster choices, because we're definitely going to post that. I want to see how people react to that. But
They're going to hate it.
Yeah, they're going to hate it. But at the same time, I think a lot
I'm
will
very interested.
appreciate it. We've not actually announced our next Realm Kast episode, but we will be doing that soon. So just keep an
We
eye on
have
it.
it. We just haven't announced it because we're trying to decide which one to release.
Yeah, we have a few. Like we keep mentioning, we have so many recorded, and it's just which one's next? But we'll announce that soon on the usual platforms. So just keep an eye out for that.
In the meantime, don't forget that Mortal Kombat Online has these other programs such as Fan Fight Fridays, which are 6 to 8 p.m. on Fridays, of course, and then Survival Saturdays, which are 9 to 11 p.m. This is Eastern time. Yeah. Survival Saturdays. Thanks.
You said that. But yeah, we mentioned this at the start of the episode as well. If you have not seen the previous episode of the Realm Kast, that was with comic book legend, writer of Malibu Comics, Mortal Kombat series, and creator of Hydro, Charles Marshall. If you did miss it, highly recommend it. It's an awesome episode. We hope to see you guys. Just comment, let us know your thoughts on everything that's happened on this episode, on our roster choices, on who you would have picked instead. We just love your support and everything. It means a lot to us. So let us know. Always.
Yeah, and Sonic, before we let you go, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, because your stuff's great. And
yeah, you can just find me on just type SonicHaXD. It probably shows up on YouTube, and you might get some weird thumbnails because I usually put a lot of effort into those. Just pop up like shenanigans. Find me on Twitter, on YouTube. 90% of the time Mortal Kombat stuff, and then 10% of the time something random, because I just usually like to edit shenanigans. But yeah, you want to see long form essay-ish reviews of like MK stuff that are entertaining. That's what I try to provide on my channel.
And it's cool content. It's fun content too for everybody who hasn't seen it somehow.
And again, please don't forget.
I'm so blushing. I didn't know you guys watch my videos.
Oh man, yeah, we do. We just randomly message people and we're like, "Hey, come on the Realm Kast now."
No, we make sure we like your content before we ask you to come on here. So,
oh, thanks a lot. That's awesome.
And be sure to check out Just My Luck shop for your custom rugs, because this is awesome. I just wanted to shout them out again. Yeah, thank you guys for sending this over to us. And then you can find Yani and myself, FANTiM, on the Mortal Kombat group on Facebook, as well as Yani on the Mortal Kombat meme realm, which is on Facebook and Instagram.
You can also join our official Discord channel hosted on Mortal Kombat Online server through the link in the description, where we discuss Mortal Kombat along with our listeners.
And special thanks to Uppercut Editions for their continued support. The Realm Kast is the official podcast of Mortal Kombat Online.
And you can catch up on all episodes of the Realm Kast on realmkast.com, where you can also find our calendar for all upcoming content as we decide which one to release. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.